Above me, I saw no shadow. I looked around, searched every building and home that I found. I saw no shadow, but felt the glow. The warmth inside me, it kept me afloat. Felt like heaven had found my bones and gave me comfort when I feel alone. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend to 23. She left her body and hovered above me. My best friend to 23. I heard the heavens crying above me. They gained an angel, I lost a friend. I felt like dying again and again. I went through hell, stared at death, but I keep fighting with each living breath. I saw no way out from where I stood. Felt like the fire had burned me through. Now you're gone, I'm alone. I guess it's time to get better. Through the pain, I will go alone. If I fall, break my bones, I will scream even louder. 'Cause I'm not dying alone. I lost my best friend.
Hey, what's going on, man? I had to shut that down early. Too much music. How are you guys doing today? I am here. Damn, that looks good, huh?
What?
The screen.
Yeah.
It's lit up. I'm doing it through the other way that I used to do it before. I'm on the uh I wanted to do that because I keep having problems going straight from YouTube. So with losing what's it called? Losing the sound and all that type of stuff. So I wanted to come on like this, guys. Let me get to the comments. Maruka's in the house again today. She's sitting next to me right now. We're in the car again, of course, because we are homeless.
Our son sleeps in the trunk.
Yeah. Chele said, "Hola, fam." Jovan Cricket, what's up?
Hey.
Joel Brown said, "The cricket laughing asleep." I don't do that.
Yes, you do.
Chele said, "I don't know yet. How are you, Joel?" "I'm good. It's a rare day off," said Joel Brown. Nice. Open. Cubo gente from Yo Yo. What's up, Yo Yo? How you doing, brother? 480 C-Town. What's up, Cricket? What's good, homie? What's new, Vato? Same old. Just here, man. I got little bit of a car wreck today. Not a real car wreck, but you know, things going good, things bad happen. So it is what it is. It's part of life, but I'll explain it in a minute. Let me do some of this. What's up, Chele? How you doing? Said 480 C-Town. Santos Nunez said 209 LB in the house. What's up, brother? What's that? Long Beach, bro? Or yeah, Long Beach? You from Long Beach? 480 C-Town said you don't say hi anymore. Oh, Chele. I'm good. Fighting off this sickness. How are you, 480? D Tejano said, "¿Qué onda, Cricket?" What's up, brother? What's up, Chronicles family? Said LA Dodgers blue. I knew you would be on at 10. I'm off work. Just did some shots of tequila waiting on the live. How you doing, Lopez? R. Lopez Senior. Yeah. Me and Marco were talking about we wanted to come on and got a little bit of a kick in the ass. Actually, I found out last night late, and so I'll break it down. Chella said 480, I've been out of it. Javier Hernandez, hope that everyone is well today. What's up, Mrs. Cricket and Senor Cricket from 480 Seat Town?
Hello.
Yo said today on Chronicles the subject is how young does cricket really look in 2022. Hey, we could make that the topic, bro.
Oh my God.
I have no problem talking about that.
We're serious.
I'm just saying, I have no problem with it,
It'll
bro.
be a 5-minute show.
Yeah, that's true. Just everybody's gonna say I'm young, and
Mm.
I was telling my suegra today, right? I put this right here in my chin. Look, my head, there's no gray. I put this in my chin so that people don't think Maruca's with the youngster. You know what I mean?
If you were to let your hair grow out, you would have gray hair. So stop.
All these things that woulda, coulda.
No, you do have gray hair. Stop it.
Chele said, hola, Javier. What's up, everyone from
Look at all
Sergio
this.
Velasquez? I put that there. That's for you, baby.
Take it.
Looks HD, Vato. You updated.
You know why?
Oh.
Because we're in Avondale.
No,
That's why.
No, I'm using this StreamYard.
No, you're not.
Instead of coming straight from YouTube, I'm using this the
It's
one I
'cause
usually.
It's because where you're at. Look at the lighting.
It's the one I usually use from home. I've been coming straight through YouTube and I've been having problems with that. So I don't know, man.
Mm-hmm.
Watch, we'll see. Tomorrow I'm gonna do it from somewhere else, and tomorrow I'll be on the corner of 59th and Jefferson. What's up, everyone? I read that. Chele, hope you're good today, said Javier. Sup with it, ZG Cubo. E-Ticket said good evening. Laugh my ass off on live. Homeless on live, said Chele. Cool Cat said, what up, Creek? Oh, Cool Cat. I knew 2 cool cats in my life. Now it's not a real common nickname, man. But there's been 2 that I knew. Los Vanos 209. Oh, orale. Okay. I'm all right. It's my day off. Started some shots early. Ooh. I just noticed, Vato, I'm part of the familia. I got a ranch. It's about time. Yeah, you've been having it, ain't you? Or you just noticed? Because I ain't gave it in no minute. Carlos Zamora says, Saludos, Cricket and Chronicle family. Keep an eye out. Might be starting the channel faith based with real pop-up content. You know what? Bro, Carlos, I don't ever check my messages. I just don't. I got like fucking 50 messages in my shit. Because usually it's nothing but scammers or bill collectors and shit like that leave messages on my phone. So I kind of just stopped checking them, bro. And I looked today and it had your name and I listened to it. So I'll give you a call tomorrow, bro, and we'll talk about that. I did get the message, just so you know. Now I barely got it today. For some, I just don't check them, man. But I did today, and I'll call you tomorrow so we can kind of talk about that. Chela said, Jovan, you're gonna get struck by lightning next to him. Be careful. Angel Chavez said, hey, brother, gotta go to bed. My job is like 24/7 of an on, but 43. Yes, seen them come and go. Orale. Yeah, do your thing, bro. I understand. Um, when you get a chance, you know what I mean? Here we are, brother. Ya sabes. Johnny C said, what's good, Grillo? Boom. Javier Hernandez, cricket is still a young man. His wife keeps him young. I commend you both. See, that was nice.
That was nice. I don't know about.
But I think
young.
I'd look like this regardless.
Oh, God.
Ben Cuevas, Cubo Cricket, Mrs. Cricket, and the rest of the Chronicleros getting up for the jahale, tired as hell. Yeah, man, that sleep all day, up all night stuff, man. I was doing that for a while.
Why are you doing?
Cause you yawn, man. You can't yawn. Cubo Cricket, Mrs. Cricket. Oh, I read that. Salt Bueno, what's up, bro? How you been out here getting over this COVID shit? Damn, really? How you feeling? You getting better or what? Chella said, congratulations, 480. True, Javier Sechele. Yeah, man. So check it out, man. I think I told you guys I had um homie get that just for men for the gray goatee. You know, when you get gray, it's wisdom. Rukas like it. The gray you married though, it's an adult man look. I'm 36 and get a gray hair too once in a while.
I like the gray actually. I actually like it when he's a little scruffy too. You know what I mean? But
Uh, is your family old school Mexican where they cut the rosca, the bread with little baby Jesus? I'm good though. Yeah, they do it.
yours is
Yeah,
my family's never done that.
yeah, hers don't, but mine do. But you know what's crazy is my family isn't really overly religious. I think they just do it because it's a Mexican thing. You know what I mean? It's my family, my jefita side. My jefita was born in Mexico, so that whole side is like still with all that. You know what I mean? The Mexican traditions, and so yeah, they still kind of stick with that type of stuff. Um, so here's the deal. Check it out. This is what happened yesterday. Not yesterday. I'm sorry. About a couple weeks ago, Chopper got at me and said that he had been introduced to sorry, to an individual that it sounded all good. Vato, I guess a lawyer, and dude was like, man, I want to be part of what you guys got going on. I'm with it. This is a great thing you guys are doing. Chopper had him, showed him, like, talked to him about what we were doing, and then sent him to watch the channel a little bit, some of the stuff, and listen to some of the lives. And he got back to Chopper and was like, yeah,
Yawning.
hey, see, come on, I can't just stop. They understand. They see me. They already know me. So, so Chopper was like, hey, bro, we got this dude is willing to help us. And I'm like, cool, right? That's firme. We're gonna have this abogado that can really walk us through this paperwork. I've told you guys before, we're winging this. I'm trying to figure it out. I already filed for the nonprofit. All that is done. It's already a corporation. It's already a 501c3. It's already we already have an EIN tax ID. Everything that you can think of is done on that end of it, right? But I guess the next step on a nonprofit, the next step on a nonprofit is you have to file a form. It's called 1023, Form 1023. You can Google it. I've been Googling this shit for weeks. But you file that with the IRS, and then the IRS has kind of like final approval, I guess. They read what you're talking about, what's the nonprofit going to be about, um, what are your plans. You kind of give them kind of your mission statement and stuff like that. And since you're working with kids, you got to put all your identifying stuff on there. Mine, Chopper, whoever are going to be involved in it as members, like directors, board of directors, and officers of it or whatever, right? Because a nonprofit cannot be owned. You know what I'm saying? That's not my company. It's not my business that I'm opening. I can't make money per se off of it, right? It's not a normal like starting a business thing. So anyway, um, I filed the forms. I mean, you have to file this 1023. So I'm like, cool. We get this dude to do that. He knows what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? And then he had said, and then when that's done, um, once you guys have a physical address, I think I remember mentioning this to you guys, whoever was there at that live. Um, he's like, as soon as you guys have a physical address, I can start filing for grants for you guys. You know what I'm saying? We can get, really some shit going on and get you guys some grants. This is going to be great. It's going to be big. This is something that hasn't been done before. All the good shit he was saying, right? Basically fluffing our assholes. Um, it was all bullshit. I mean, yesterday he got back and said, listen, I talked to some other lawyer friends of mine, and one would charge you $3,500, one would charge you $2,500. I'm only gonna charge you this much, right? He said you can give me 500 down, and I'll get the rest when you guys start getting some money in from donations. And I'm like, fuck, this. I thought dude just wanted to be. I thought he wanted to work with us. You know what I mean? Not for us. You know what I'm saying? I understand people got to get paid. You know what I mean? Um, that's not the issue. I can file the papers myself. I just was happier having someone that knows what they're doing do it. You know what I mean? Um, but I'm not. If I wanted to pay someone, I'll find someone and pay him to do it. You know what I mean? Uh, I don't think we need that. I can file those forms, and I'm not going to start wasting money on stuff that I think I can do on my own. I just thought homie wanted to be a part of it, and and I'm sorry, guys. I'm removing this shit. I'm sure you guys see what's going on. You got one of these fucking stripper things coming through. Um. So I was like, damn, man, it just hit like, damn, I could have filed these forms a while ago. I've been waiting for this dude, thinking this is gonna be great to have someone involved that knows a little bit more about the stuff. Bottom line is, I have to file it myself. We have to do it on our own. I mean, that was the plan originally anyway. Um, it was nice to have someone come forward and said, "Man, you guys are doing a good thing. Let me try to let me help you guys or whatever." So um, that's what happened. So now we are kind of, I gotta file it myself. I'm go on there. There's a filing fee for it. I'll come up with that and file for it. But yeah, I'm definitely not gonna pay someone a couple $1,000s to do something that we can do ourselves. Um, Most of the money that we're doing all this with is coming from donations and stuff already, and I'm not gonna ask anybody to donate to do something that I can do. I can get on there, and I mean, I seen the forms. I pulled them up. They're not crazy hard. I would just thought it was just more comfortable to have someone that knows what they're doing involved. But I'm not paying. I'm not like that. So it kind of messed things up a little bit. But it was this morning. I was like, damn, man. It's always, if it's not one thing, it's another. This money grab, like you can't even start a nonprofit without people trying to get in and jack you for money or get money from you somehow. It's like I don't understand what they don't get of what the hell the nonprofit is. You know what I mean? It's a nonprofit, homie. I don't got money to be throwing around and having people do things. We're trying to do our best with what we got. And so anyway, that's what happened with that, and here we are. But we'll get it going. We'll get it going as soon as I get all that stuff filed and in place. Obviously, I'll let you guys know. As soon as the forms are filed, it's supposed to be the IRS returns. It's a 2 to 3 week time return on that. So within 2 to 3 weeks, we should have the final. And usually they say it doesn't get denied. It's kind of just a formality getting it done. And so we're just gonna. That's what's gonna happen. We'll get it filed and in place and be able to do it from there. It sucks. I was hoping it'd be done by now. You know what I mean? So now this just pushes it back just 2 to 3 weeks again. I wanted to get it done while I was still here in Phoenix, so that I can actually reach out and fundraise a little bit, meet people that would donate to a nonprofit, because we can't accept people's money for the nonprofit until all that stuff is in order. I mean, I guess we could, but then the people wouldn't be able to file, like they couldn't file their taxes and say that they donated money, and I don't want to do that to nobody. So we just have to do what we got to do. We'll get it together. Let me go back on some of these. I was going gray and my hair was thinning at 13, said Sergio Velasquez. Let's get these likes up. Hit the like button, porfa, said Johnny C. Dan, you starting that yawning already. Let me get one real quick, said 480. Dang, you shouldn't have said that.
Every time you do, I'm going to do that.
Ugh. This trip back home and being with wife has helped to lift your spirits. Yeah, it's cool, man. You know, obviously
I do lift your spirit.
being apart like that it's tough, man. But we're doing it for a reason. That's I mean, we decided that we this is the path we want to take. You know, the nonprofit and the kids stuff and helping kids and talking to kids and doing what we're doing. So we're trying to figure out that the best way to do that. And the best way is us living out here and so she's out here. When I go home, you know, when I go back to where I'm living right now, she's staying here. I'll probably be back there for a few months, getting things in order and everything, and then I'll come back again. But we're gonna be apart for a few months again. Um, but you know, we're doing it for it's a good reason. I think the good thing is she supports what I'm doing. She's all about it too. So you know, it's all good. It's all for good reasons. Thanks, Chile. At 480. I don't know what you're going through, Chile, but I'm tired of seeing or hearing what. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? I don't know what he put. 480C. Gabriel Moreno, what up, y'all? Good to see Mundo back on YouTube. What up, bro? Good to see you up. Do you have a name for the nonprofit from Manuel Ramirez? We do, bro. Um, we do have I don't want to give the exact name yet because we got to get things in order and there's some addresses in there actually that need to be switched around. But quickly, like kind of like it's basically something called like second chances or something. That's not the actual name, but it's really close to that. But I just wanted to give you something. But it's pretty much something like that. It's called second chances or second, second lives. It's really close to something like that. We just have to move some things around because when I filed it, I accidentally put an address in there that I don't want to be public right now. So, but yeah, there's. I mean, it's the good thing is, like I said, um, I don't know what he's saying. But yeah, I mean, all that is done. That's the good thing is all that is filed. The first part is done. It's just this last little part with the IRS. Have you thought about writing a book? Mark World. Yeah, I've been thought. I mean, you know what? Actually, people have asked me that before, and I never really. I, I had no interest in doing it because I felt it would do more of glorification of that life than it would good. You know what I'm saying? Like my story is not something that I want anybody to read and look up to or think that it's cool or any of that shit. So I've always tried to stay away from that. Even on here, I won't give specifics of shit I've done. I will tell you that I regret what I've done. I will tell you um, some of the stuff I did and how I feel about it. But it's just when it gets into the war story shit, I'm not that's not what I do. I'm just never going to. And I feel the book route kind of does that. I don't know how you can do it without doing that. The only thing that makes me change my mind now is I have been, people have talked to me about it and been like, man, you know, it might be a good thing because whatever money is generated from it, you can use it for the nonprofit. It's just another way to get funds. And I guess that's true. I just don't, I don't want to diverge from the path I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever, you know, I don't want to do anything that is about, that doesn't stick with what I'm doing for monetary reasons. You know what I'm saying? Just to make feria. And I understand. I mean, if it's for a good cause like the nonprofit, I guess it's something to think about. But it just depends. I don't know, bro. I again, it goes back to if I do it, am I any better than anybody else that glorifies that shit or talks about that lifestyle and all that other stuff? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I thought about it. Yes. Um, Willing to do it yet? Not yet. I don't think so, brother. What's the filing fee amount? Okay, there's two actually. So if you're able to do the 1023 easy, they call it, which is, depends on the corporation you're starting, like the nonprofit, then it's I think $600. It's not much. If you have to go the other route, which is the bigger one, I think it's like $2,500. But Fortunately, you take a little test before you do it, and I did it, and we don't fall under that one. We fall under the little one. So it's 10, 1023 easy is the form, and it's like $600. So it shouldn't be hard to come up with that much. That's the good thing, you know what I mean? It's not the $2,500 one. I'd be fucking sick right now if it was that, but we'll figure it out. Looks like you're going from Guatemala to Guatepeor. Javier. Hit the like button, said Chile. Ryan Leon is trying to start a nonprofit giving out free Narcan. He's been working on it for like 2 years. Who's Ryan Leon, bro? He's a prison YouTuber. Oh, is that right? I don't know who that is, bro. That's that's good. I mean, yeah, whatever's anything positive is, bro, is a good thing. A Peña, where's Mundo? I think he's at home, brother. Mundo's living his life, said Chela. I thought I seen Mundo today at the zoo, but it was gopher. It was a gopher, said Yo. Saul Bueno, what spots have you ate at since you're in town? I seen you at Pete's. Oh, did you? You saw me at Pete's, huh? When was that? Um, when did you see me at Pete's? But yeah, I've been to Pete's a few times. I went to I did go to Ritos. Um, where did we go, baby? Where else we been?
We went to that steakhouse.
Yeah, steakhouse on the east side.
44.
44, yeah. What else, man? There's been a few places.
We really
I mean,
haven't been
yeah,
around because we've been cooking.
yeah, her jefita cooks pretty good, so it's been a lot of that. But pizza's always my go-to, so that's why you probably saw me there.
Not like he couldn't see you there. The whole town
Oh
is there.
no, he didn't see me there. I seen you ate at Pete's, and I did take that picture, that selfie. That's probably what he's talking about. Yeah. Don't know what you're going through, Chile. You're always sad. It's none of my business, but damn, are you sick or in pain or is someone not treating you right? Don't have to write it out, but if you need help, let me know. Said 480 Town. Gabriel Moreno said he's on some PFP chain you on YouTube. Looks like new videos. Oh, yeah. PFP channel. Yeah. It's called Police and Fire Publishing. Yeah. That's where you're talking about his video. Mundo's videos. Yes. Yep. That's good. The nonprofit had a start. Yeah, it does for sure. The Valley network more and create more contacts you see through bullshit. Before you do all that, get a sleep study done, bro. Sleep apnea ain't no joke and leads to dementia. You're yawning because you stop breathing when you sleep.
Cut it out.
I'm good, bro.
Oh my god.
I'm yawning because I'm tired. No, you know what? I don't know why. For some reason, as soon as I start doing these lives, I start thinking of yawning. And when I think of it, I do it. I think it's because I'm self conscious of
I
doing
think
it.
what you should do is fall asleep on your live so that maybe if you start laughing, they can catch you.
Get the fuck out of here.
But we actually just woke up from like a nap. I think that's why, like, when you wake up and you're still kind of like a little tired, you know?
But yeah, you're right. I do need to network more and create more contacts, bro. And that's what I'm trying to do. It's just hard to see through bullshit like that when, someone comes and they're willing to help and give. I don't question it. I'm just like, man, please do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know this is gonna take more than just me, obviously. And anybody that's willing to, more than welcome. Absolutely. And it's fucked up when shit like this happens. It's not, I mean, it is what it is, man. Dude wanted to get paid. I understand that part of it. I just wish he would have said that from the gate. You know what I mean? He made it seem like he was on board as, help basically. And, it is what it is, man. When you get the 20 G's for donation, when you get the 20 G's for donations, why happens? 20 G's for donations, what happens? What do you mean, bro? 480? You got to explain that one to me again. I got 20 G's somewhere? Tell me where that shit's at. 480, I was in a very abusive relationship that left me damaged. I also have fibromyalgia, so each day is a struggle. I'm so not sad, and on here I am happy. Now I'm just fighting off sinus infection and eyelid infection, so I'm good, not sad. I love this fam.
Oh, Chela, we love you too.
Manuel Ramirez, okay, yeah, okay. I think know what it is now. I won't say it since you didn't, bro. What happened? Now you have to say it, bro. Manuel Ramirez, okay, yeah, okay. I think now know what it is now. I won't say it since you didn't, bro. No, say it. Now you got me curious. What is it? What did I say? What's up, bro? Good to see you. Do you have a name for the the nonprofit? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Lori Wilson, a book would help you cleanse your soul.
I'm sorry. Cleanse your soul.
I don't know, man.
I think his soul's fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty clean.
I think we're good. Thanks for that.
No, I get it. I get it. I mean, talking about things, I guess, getting them off your chest, I guess is what you mean. But I do that here on a daily. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why I like doing these lives because they actually do. There's just like everybody else says, they're therapeutic for them. They're kind of therapeutic for me too. But I'm not really I'm not tortured. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no tortured soul. I don't have.
Not no victim.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm definitely not a victim. But I don't. Again, like I said, I don't have nightmares. I'm not going through any of that. I'm more afraid of the damage I can cause than I am for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was to put out a book and it became some kind, again, I'm not trying to pretend like I'm gonna be on the Oprah book club and everybody's gonna read my shit, but just even a few people read. We're talking. My main. Obviously, what everything that I think about is what would happen is if a kid got a hold of this and saw it or read it or whatever.
Thought it was cool.
Yeah, and I just don't. I need to be careful that there's no glorification in anything I say because nothing I did or none of it was none of it was good, and so that's my main concern is if I do this and someone saw it, that's how I think about things now. And even when I'm doing these YouTubes, um, when we're on here on this live, I'm never gonna allow someone to come on here and smoke grifa or drink while we're on this live. Stuff like that. It's just not gonna happen. This needs to be a positive thing about change, and I understand that we're adults, but we always have to stick to the childish mentality. Kids, what would they think, or when they saw something, or they see this, or when they hear that, or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm real careful about all of that. When people come on here and say, "Hey, give us the details of this or that," it ain't never gonna happen.
Because there are kids that listen to this.
Yeah, there
There
is.
are kids.
I mean, they've reached out already. You guys, a lot of you that have been here for a while have seen. There's a couple that have reached out, and my girl has gotten involved in. I came out here. We had lunch with them a couple of times. Like there's actual people kids that see this,
And their friends are now reaching out. They
Yeah.
don't come on the lives because their parents won't let them, but they watch and they hear.
And I just don't want to do anything that's detrimental to that. You know what I mean? This is it, it's a fine line. I understand, but I'm gonna do what I can to keep it the way I want it to be. Okay, hope you get better. I don't know why that what that word means, Chele, your illness. Oh, fibromyalgia. I'll always have the chance of being paralyzed if I move wrong because my disc against my spine, said Chele.
Scary.
Yo said, dang, Lori, that's hardcore. Good angle. What's good, brother, man? Stopping by to say Cubo. ¿Qué pasó, Alex? Damn, I gotta call Alex back. I just remembered, too. I'm gonna get at you. Thank you for caring and asking 480. Write a book about your love life. Keep it clean. Ese, don't get all maniaco.
Ain't nothing interesting about us. We're just two normal people.
Saul Bueno said, I seen your picture you posted. You should try Comedor Guadalajara. Where's that at? Oh, Central and the 17.
Central.
I have to check it out. I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna leave this city probably in the next few days, actually. Maybe by the weekend, but I gotta go. I gotta get home and get back to work. I'm skipping on paying bills and shit being out here. It was worth it when I thought this dude had actually put in that paperwork and we were gonna be able to get some stuff done before I left. But I can't sit out here another 2 weeks waiting on that. Awesome person said, I think if you make your intentions clear in your book, it will have a positive impact. Yeah, like again, it would have to be written a certain way. Yeah, you're right there. It's by Central in the 17th, said Saul Bueno. Ray Diaz, damn, no notification. Have to look at my phone, seeing that you are on. Oh, Ray, how you doing, brother?
Is he on your Instagram?
Ray, I don't know. I don't. You might not have it, but on Instagram, Maruka put that we were gonna be coming on live like in 20 minutes. But
I think I'm gonna start doing that for those people that keep saying they're not getting their notification.
yeah. Fantasma said, do you think Papa Roman will be avenged by a separate faction of the Ant-Man? I don't know, bro. You know, it's out of sight, out of mind, Holmes. All that avenging shit kind of goes out the window. He's dead now. There's nothing he can do for anybody, and that's kind of in the end. It's sad, but it's true, bro. That's all people care about. What can you do for me now? Papa can't do shit for nobody anymore. He's dead. It's a messed up way to look at it. Where you at with it?
Okay.
My one. You know, it's a sad way to look at it because again, you know, everybody's under these, you know, and I was too, obviously, but you know, under the impression that Clica is about, you know, carnalismo and love and family, but you know, in the end, you know, out of sight, out of mind, he's gone, and there's nothing he can do for anybody, so nobody's gonna do anything for him. You know, it's just it is what it is. We need those laughing videos when Cricket is sleeping. Gordo's mom.
I'm gonna put a wire on him or something. Or a little.
You're never gonna see him, bro.
Yeah, you are.
They're not gonna exist.
Okay, I swear. Now watch. Well, I won't be able to get him now in the next couple months because you won't be here. But watch, I might get it.
What do you think? Seeing all these zombies around, all pilled out or on heroin, hanging by gas station corners everywhere.
They look like Walking Dead, huh?
We're like by a gas station corner now, but we had about 5 of them just walk by us. It's a trip, man. This whole city's gotten trip. It's getting bad, you know. Maybe we never noticed it when we. Nah, it wasn't like this before. Yeah, it's crazy. It's gotten bad, man. Yesterday we drove by. Where was that when we drove by and they had like it looked almost like they had like 7 different houses along the. What was that school? The one your prima went to when we left.
James Sandoval. No, not James Sandoval. I think it was James Sandoval.
We
it
left,
was over there in Glendale by the drive-in.
We left the drive-in theater. We went to the drive-in. We took the kids to see Spider-Man at the drive-in the other night, 2 days ago. And when we were leaving, there's a school right there. And along the fence, man, I made a joke. I was like, God damn, they got condominiums now because it was like fucking 10 tents all in a row right there. Just like, it's crazy. It's sad, bro. Google Cricket tapping in from Farmero. Paul Farmero, how you doing, brother? Yo, I'll go ahead and start off by saying Cricket looks 32. I'm 50, but look 34 until I take my hat off. Say, yo.
Yo, stop.
32, 32 might be okay, bro.
I'll give you 35, 36. Stop.
The day I got out, do I look different?
Yes, you do.
Since I got out?
I have a picture on my wallpaper on my phone of me and you, like a year or two after you got out. No, 2 years after you got out. And you don't look the same there than you do right now.
Gosh, damn.
Are you kidding me? You look the same right there?
Yeah, same shit.
No, you don't.
Let me see. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Oh, you tripping.
You're tripping.
What kind of pudding today, Cricket? Said Pelon 18. Mr. Soto, what's cracking? Cricket. ¿Qué pavo, homie? How you doing, brother? Tim Hennessy, IE checking in one time, homie. ¿Qué pavo? How you doing, brother? John Fitzpatrick, do you think about the homies you sent on missions? I do. I think of all of that, man. You know, I do think of I do. I think of I think of yeah. I mean, there's so much, bro. Like honestly, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you guys and pretend like I cry myself to sleep every night. I kind of made peace with what I was and who I was and what I did. I didn't send anybody to do anything that they weren't willing to do. Just like I wasn't a victim. You know what I mean? Of the things that I was doing for other people and all that. I mean, that's just the lifestyle we lived, and I know it was wrong. I see that now, and I'm trying to do anything that I can now. Um, to help in the matter, in stopping that type of shit. But as far as anything that I've done, um, yeah, I mean, I absolutely regret, um, you know, sending people on missions is nothing compared to some of the shit that I did. To be honest with you. So yeah. Mr. Soto said, "Cricket, what does skina mean?" In Arizona, brother, the way that's the name of the like. Okay, I'm assuming you're from California. I may be assuming wrong. But if you're from California, you vatos out there call them camaradas, right? So under the M, there's a group of vatos that are the ones that put in the work and do all the shit on the yardas, and they're called camaradas. In Arizona, it's called skina. That's what it's always been. So, like, you hit the yarda, you would be approached. And people be like, "Hey, you skina?" And homie, yeah, Simon, I'm Skina, and it was what it was. The Skina were the ones that were putting in the work, that were aspiring to become carnales, and all of that. I mean, as far as the word is concerned, I mean, it's translated as corner, basically. You know what I mean? But it's slang for someone that a helper of. You know what I mean? Like, you're the Skina, you're the Skina, and that's just, it was shortened to that. It's kind of spelled in a certain way, but that's all it was. I mean, skina just meant the vatos that were the ones that were, putting in the work and aspiring to become carnales and all of that. The vatos on the yarda. When you get your 20 G's for your donation, that what it says on your nonprofit page that you're raising money to go. Oh, the GoFundMe. Well, the GoFundMe, bro, we put that together to try and see if I can stay in Arizona a little bit longer. I was trying to wait for this stuff to happen. That money, that amount was just that's what GoFundMe put. It was like it came up. It wasn't something we put in there, that amount. We are just trying to get a little bit of it so I can stay out here longer, because I ran out, and I didn't want to go home yet. I was trying to get feria put together so I can stay here while I was waiting for this paperwork to come through. I was supposed to have a meeting, a couple meetings with people to get other stuff done. So I just needed more time. Um, we didn't really get enough there. So, I'm going home. I have to go home. I don't have enough. There's nothing. I don't have no feria. I got to get home and get to work and stuff. So that's all that was, though. But um, the amount was just something that what do they call that? The default amount. When you're putting everything in, that was just the amount that it came up on there. People interpret things as they want, and a book telling a personal story could get out of context. Yeah, absolutely. The name of the nonprofit. I got you, Manuel. Yeah, I understood now afterward, Ramirez. Alex Villa, well, let me put down this beer and join then too. And join then too. LOL. Beezer, cool, brother. How you doing, G? I'm good, brother. How are you? How you been doing, bro? Fucking Beezer in the house. Bubba, Mesa, you look different without that window in front of you. Laugh my ass off. We were talking about it. You were saying I look different. You look different with the visit. I look different than the joint.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're youth that watches Mrs. Cricket. Why do their parents don't let them join the live? Um,
Just because, I think it's a
they assume it's like
parent thing.
it's an adult thing, so they're not really comfortable with it. But
I wouldn't want my 14-year-old going
on this
a
type of
channel
thing,
like that talking about,
yeah.
old war, things.
The good thing is that they reached out. You know, what I mean, some of them. I mean, I think a lot of you guys saw the one that was the kid that kept talking about how he would rather be in prison than living with his stepmom, and he was just having a bad life. And it's cool. My girl was able to get with him and spend time with him, and his little sister. Where they spent the Thanksgiving with her and her family, and just little things like that. I think are huge to kids, man. Shit you can do like that. But they sneak in and listen to the live. The youth, yeah, there's quite a few, bro. Lennox 13 runs West Adams now. Fantasma, that's the guy that replaced Popeye, said Balone 18. Cricket with a CPAP mask. Imagine.
What?
For the fucking mask that makes you breathe at night, or the way like your ass.
Oh my god.
How's Greyhound? He hasn't tapped in a few weeks. He's good. I talked to him yesterday. We talked for like 4 phone calls yesterday. I told him too, like, where you been, fool? He's like, man, you going on too late. I was like, yeah, I know, but once I get home, we'll get a little more back to normal with.
They got a life too.
Yeah, we'll get back to normal. It's just being out here. I mean, you guys know I hadn't seen my ruca in a few months. I brought my son out here, and her whole family, all the family stuff, and so the days were going by so quick, and the nights were getting later and later, and I just couldn't hop on so damn late. But we'll head home once I head home, and we'll kind of get back to routine. It's the fentanyl pills causing all this damage, said CB God. I see that. I don't have Instagram or Facebook. It's easier to set the notice for the subscribers. Everyone always saying they're missing the live. Yeah, well, I put it on here, but I don't know why it's not sending it to some of them. Tell my mom stop the Aunt Margie voice.
He's so stupid.
There's my son right there talking shit.
I know. He wants to get in on it.
Look.
I know, I saw it.
I know. Chella said 480 is something with Facebook that's not notifying us. Oh, yeah, YouTube probably. 480 Seat Town said about 35 after you look. I look 35. I live in San Jose, California, homeless, and the people on drugs are so bad here it's scary to even let your kids go outside and play at the park. Yeah, it's crazy. Bella Kennels, what up to the both of you? So I have a question. What kind of Aztec tattoos can a person get without getting shit from people that have been in prison? In Arizona, pretty much anything, bro. Any kind of cultura stuff doesn't really mean shit. I mean, you'll get people that'll ask you about it stuff just because they want to make it seem like they know what they're talking about because they've been in the joint or whatever. But for the most part, there ain't nothing happening there. You can get anything. California's a different story. I mean, you'd have to ask someone from out there. I really couldn't answer that. Oh, Chalice at 480 seat. How do you deal with all that trauma and fam support? The fam support. I mean, Maruka supports me, bro. She's been with me. We've been together for a lot of years, and my son, I haven't kept anything from him, and everyone knows what it is. You know what I mean? What happened, and it's a matter of growing up, I think, and just thinking differently and trying to be a different person. You know what I mean? Javier Hernandez said, I sent a homeboy on a mission. He brought the wrong tacos. Javier's a fool. Time to live life moving forward with no regrets. We all can't live life in the past. It's irrelevant. Yeah, that's the main thing. My past, I think, is actually now because of what I'm doing. It's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I can use it for, it's beneficial for other people to hear about it. Kids, younger individuals.
Can I say something? Yeah. I think because of your past and the way you grew up, I know we're trying to help kids on here. I know it's all about the kids. But my focus on my end is what I want to try to do is try to help the parents, the adults. They need counseling. They need help. Because if they're better parents, their kids can get love. their kids maybe wouldn't be out running the streets or trying to get into anything bad. It starts at home. A lot of these kids have mommy daddy issues. And it's, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but you did have mommy daddy issues. And it always goes back to that. Anytime you go see a counselor or psychologist, whoever, they always ask you, what was your relationship like with your father? What's your relationship like with your mother? It always goes back to that. These kids want to be accepted by their parents no matter what. There's people that live their whole life trying to get the acceptance of their parents. Bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. So it's just, if these parents can get some type of help, clean up, what do you need to be a better parent? What do you need help with? I mean, I can't show you how to love your kids, but what do you need to get them to get help, to help them?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what where I'm like at. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, I get it. Broken homes, I think, is one of the biggest issues, I think, with most of these kids.
And there's some parents you're not going to be able to help. You're just not. I just want to know why these parents don't love their kids enough to help them. Why do your kids feel like they're not being loved, that they have to be in the streets to get that type of acceptance and love? Because if they had a happy home, the way I did when I was little, you wouldn't want to go do bad things or get into gangs and stuff like that. You just wouldn't.
For the most part.
For the most part.
Yeah.
So when are they going to love their kids enough to help them? When are you going to stop and say, hey, my whole world is my kid? That's what it is. Forget about me. It's about my kid. My son, when we moved here, when he got out of prison and we left to another state, I asked him constantly, Mijo, are you okay? Do you want to be here? Do you want to go home? Do you like, being here with your dad and me? If not, guess what? We're packing up our shit and we're leaving. It ain't about me and Cricket anymore. It's about my kid. And he's his real dad. And I would still pack up and leave if my kid was like, I'm unhappy, I'm depressed, I want to do bad things. I mean, when are these parents going to start choosing their kids over anything? Like, seriously, when? And that's where I'm angling at, and you're like kind of towards the kids. I'm towards the kids too, but I want to talk to the parents and see what help they need.
No, it's not that I'm against what you're saying. I agree with it. I just think that if they haven't done it up until the point where the kid is already getting in trouble, I mean, talking to them isn't going to change them. You need to figure out a way to make the kids realize that the path they're on is going to get them into some shit that they're not going to be able to take back. The ideal situation would be great if you can get the parents involved. Unfortunately, if they're not doing it already, talking to them about it isn't
That's what
going
I'm
to change
saying.
that.
Maybe they need help. Yeah, I need, I'm looking for another job, or I need somebody to look after him while I go take a night class, or, can we put him in some type of sport or her in some type of sport to get out of trouble? Like, what do you need help with if you're a single parent and you're not making enough money? Because I know I was there. I was a single parent. I had 2 jobs for a long time. Luckily, I did have my family. So, you know what I mean? I just want to know where
but
they need help at.
And that would be our focus, though. I mean, sports and extracurricular activities, trades, all that. I just think the focus and the resources. I get what you're saying, and I agree, but it's hard I mean, you got to decide. If I have $5,000, I need to decide where this $5,000 needs to go. Now, is it going to go for this parent that says they need this or that, or is it going to go to put this kid through, learn how to do an electrical trade? I'd rather deal with him because they already fucked up. For whatever reason, I'm not blaming every parent. They're going to have whatever excuse they have. But like you said, you can't force anybody to love their kid or do it, whatever because if they have the excuse, they're always going to have that excuse.
Right, but I don't want to leave them out of it.
Well, you can.
I want to help them too.
Yeah, they can be a part of it, but they can't be. I just don't think they can be the focus. You know what I mean? Because again, the resources are limited. If we had unlimited Fed, yeah, we could do it both. Yeah, okay, here's some money so you can go get your apartment because you're saying you need this, and now here's that. But we don't have unlimited funds. We don't have resources, time. You need to focus on whatever you think will work. And I think the focus needs to be on the actual kid that's headed down that path already.
Right.
And how do you stop that now? I mean, like you said, ideally, yeah, it'd be great if we can get these parents involved and say, hey, fuck, man, pay attention to your kids. Something's wrong. Unfortunately, they should know that already, and they don't. They don't see it, so something's wrong. You know what I mean? And so,
well, so I'm saying maybe they need some type of help or guidance as well, or parenting classes, or maybe they had their kids too young. I don't know. I just would want to know their side of it. And like I said, it might be like, dang, there's no helping you.
I'm
You
sure
know what
we'd
I
get.
mean? There's no
Yeah,
helping you.
I'm
But
sure
I
we'd
would
get to
like,
the bottom of
yeah,
all that just by dealing with it. As whoever dealt with me as a kid would know everything that I went through and why. You know what I'm saying? And then I can decide, well, it's a lost cause, or to talk to the parents, or maybe we should talk to the parents. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I guess it's just a matter of resources, I think. But you're right, yeah. But I think the two-prong approach would be great if you had enough to do it. If you can do the parents and the kids.
because these kids that well, just one kid so far. I'm trying to get the other one in music lessons. But the one kid that we have, her grades have improved. She seems happier. She's building a relationship, with her father. Things have been going pretty smooth since we've been talking. So, and then talking to him as well has helped also, and we will respect him and not put his name on the channel. He's like, hey, I don't want my kids telling my business on the channel. Okay, yeah, we won't anymore. Like negative things like that. Anything positive, he's okay with.
Yeah.
So.
Well, most of them saw him when he came on.
Yeah, I know,
talking.
and we can't help that. We've explained that to him.
Yeah.
We can't help who comes in here.
Manuel Ramirez said, don't let crooked lawyers or money grabbers hinder your focus. It takes time. Even when you fill out the paperwork, the process time frame is out of your hands. Some paperwork sits on a desk for weeks. Yeah, I'm not going to let it hinder my focus. It's just an eye opener. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It just, again, even in this world, like you can, even when you think you're just trying to do positive shit and help people, there's those that are just thinking of money and what they can grab. You know what I mean? It sucks, but I get it. 480 Jovan usually lets me know. What the hell? Lets me know if I had way, I'd let you know. Tell Cricket to tell you if my email or number, I can let you know when I'm live, when he's live. Yeah, Cali has issues. Those Florencia 13 guys that killed the police officer, the sheriff is seeking federal charges because of DA being weak on crime. I've seen that. He won't seek the death penalty. Huh? Off topic, but do California and Arizona M recognize each other as carnales? It's my understanding that Arizona M was patterned after the Cali M, but had no ties to it, at least when it was first founded. Yeah, pretty much what you just said was how it is. But now there's a mutual understanding. They don't, as far as recognizing each other as carnales, not to each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they think of each other as carnales because it's not the same clica, but they are allies. You know what I mean? So they are together. They are friends. I'm sure they work together in many ways. But I don't believe that they're on that level where they think of, where Cali thinks of Arizona carnales as their carnales and vice versa. And I hear that Arizona has two M factions, the Califas and the so-called New Mexican Mafia are both cool with the Cali M. Like if a C from Cali ended up in Arizona, how would he be treated? He'd be treated good now. There's no more two factions in Arizona. The New Mexican Mafia that they call it, the New Mexican Mafia, that's a administration name they put on that. It's just the M. It was all one thing, that California faction that they call it. It's all the same clica. It broke up into two on a fight, and that's happened since the 70s, and it basically died down. There is no more California faction, or Old M as they named it. There was at the end like one member left or two members left. Pete Moreno, which is a California Eme Vato's out here doing time and has been doing time for 30, 40 years. And he walks the yard right now. He's in Cimarron in Tucson. Um, so, yeah, everything's all, there's only one Eme in Arizona now. And there's always only been one, but there was two factions that were fighting each other. So it was considered two technically, but that's how it went. Can't get the calendar tone, said Yo Yo. Oh, in Cali you can't, huh? Eleanor's be safe, said John Fitzpatrick. Orale. Under your lip.
Why?
I don't know. Can't get the calendar tongue under your lip?
I'll get it if I want.
How would you do that anyway? Right here? Fuck. I wouldn't want to do that shit anyway.
You already got the corn.
Fuck you. Traveling Charlie says, Saludos, Cricket. How you been, homie? I'm good, brother. How you? That's very true, Joanne said, Charlie. You look very happy, Cricket, these days, and I can read your soul. And I notice when people test you or fuck with you on some of the questions about those ask you, when like they ask do you feel when you renounce? I don't care.
Deep tonight with this soul thing.
And you never think renounce, and they're just assuming you did. Yeah, well, I never had to. Listen, bro, it's just a play on words. You know what I mean? I didn't have to renounce because I wasn't in the state. Well, I was never validated, number one, and I was never validated in the state prison. I ended up getting out and I went to the feds, and the feds don't do that. So I never had to renounce because I wasn't in the state and I wasn't validated. But it's a play on words. I don't really care, bro, to be honest with you. I mean, if I had to, I would have. Fuck them. You know what I mean? I told you guys that before. I have no problem saying that I'm not a part of that anymore and I'm done with all that. But it's just a matter of, again, just being clear on everything so nobody thinks I'm sitting there trying to bullshit nobody. You know what I mean? I wasn't validated. I didn't have to renounce. But I'm definitely done with it, and I'll renounce right now if you need me to. Bella Candle, thank you. Yeah, because when I was in Wilmot, they try to say that you can only get certain shit. I used to go to Aztec Circle with them, but once shit went down with me, I kind of gave up on it. Yeah, that's crazy. And then Wilmot's like a lower yard of that too, right? I mean, I think that's the problem. The Vatos get to these lower yards, man, and they try to pretend like on the higher yards they were doing this and that, and we can't do that. And I think it's more of they do it because they want to portray this image of themselves being something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy. But I'm telling you, on all the yards I've been on, before and after being at Carnal, Central Unit and everything else, I've never heard of anybody having to earn or not earn or take off an Aztec piece. Everything was brown pride. I will say that having brown pride on your body had to be earned. That was the only thing that we had going on. Just an idea. Try to build a resume by having different public schools throughout different inner cities speak to their troubled youth with their funds. Yeah, that's actually what I'm trying to do now. Kind of, like I said, I have put in the paperwork to be able to go and visit Adobe Mountain, which is our juvenile facility here, like run by the Arizona Department of Juvenile Corrections. So that'll kind of start, building my, so-called resume and doing that. On the other thing, it's kind of hard because I don't live out here. I'm back east, and it's a whole different culture where I'm living. But I have to be there. I mean, I have to work, and I pay bills and stuff like everybody else. So it's hard to just be able to come out here and go see, go to these schools and stuff. But eventually, I'm good. That's the plan, bro. That's my absolute goal. Javier said I got counseling one time. However, the therapist started to cry on the couch. I felt bad, but she still sent me a bill. This is all free. Plus, I get to tell Chele Cubo. Javier. All due respect, Chingon, she's kicking pearls of knowledge.
Thank you, Alex.
Yep. Bubba Mesa, some kids don't see it. And same with parents. I will never forget when my told me how she used to stay up and worry if I was coming home or not. She would tell me when I was in jail, she knew I was okay. I got that sick. What's up, Bubba Mesa? Been missing.
Is that him?
Yeah. I just noticed it.
Oh, hey.
What's up, brother? Hopefully you're feeling better, Holmes. But same with me, bro. My jefita used to tell me the same shit, man. She would cry at night. She was worried all the time, and then but whenever I was locked up, she knew where I was. She knew I was safe. Until I got stabbed in there, I think then she kind of worried a little bit.
But again, broken home.
Yeah. I mean,
broken family,
I definitely,
broken parents.
yeah, I definitely didn't come from a great. No. My family were good people. It, how do you put it?
But Bubba said that. Was it Bubba that one time you said that you didn't get along with your stepdad too?
Yeah.
Was it Bubba? That's what I'm saying.
So.
When are the parents gonna choose their kid over the dude or over anything?
Yeah.
Choose your kids over anybody.
Yeah.
And then maybe the kids won't want to go get in trouble and get attention on the streets, that they're getting attention from you.
Simon.
Seriously. It's not that difficult, parents.
Chele, hola, Bubba. Bubba Mesa, how you doing, sir? Said Javier. And wasn't out doing crazy shit. I remember because most of the time I really felt she didn't care, like I was a burden, said Bubba. Hey, Chele and Javier, my brother, how are you? Yeah, I think that's kind of how I felt too with that. I mean, that's how she said it. I remember she told me that. She always felt more comfortable and she could sleep at night, basically, when I was torcido.
That's a fucked up thing to say.
So she had a long sleep, my boy. She had a lot of sleep from them motherfucking nights, because goddamn. 480 Town, are you sure about that cricket about Azteca Tech? Yes, I am sure. Well, I'm sure of my era. Now, if it's changed, if you have them and go to prison a 3 or 4 yard, it's iffy. I just got out 2020 and really where you land. It's stupid. A man saying you can't have that. Yeah, see, again, remember that, what I'm talking about is something that it's been, I haven't been in the state prison out here since 2003. So things may have changed. However, I still know who's running the show, and I can't see that there's too many differences there. The end of the day, I tell you this: when it comes to Aztec work, it's never been a thing. So what I would say is, tell them, fuck you, man. This is my shit. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? They never have anything to back up what they're saying because it's never been that way. Again, like you're saying, I mean, it depends where you land, and I think that because it depends on how the fucking idiot that's running the yard is trying to pretend like he knows shit and does shit, and it's like this, and he's militant, and you know what I mean. It just comes down to that bully mentality, I think, and the way to shut that shit down is you stand up to the bully. He ain't no carnal. So, LA Dodgers Blue, there's a lot of parents that are on drugs and don't pay attention to the kids.
And that's what I want to know. Like, what do they need to get off of that and get clean? What help do they need? So, if they're a better parent, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Manuel Ramirez said, I agree with your wife, but also a lot of kids won't listen to their parents, but they will listen to a person like you, Cricket, who has walked the walk and talked the talk. It's a balance of both. That's what I think. It's about exactly. It's a balance, a two-pronged approach. You can do both. You can try your best to do what you can with the parents, and at the same time, you do what you can with the kids. I mean, nothing is ever going to be 100%. You just each situation is going to be unique. So you approach it the best way you can. If you think that the parents is the route to go for that kid, to be honest with you, I could give a fuck about the parents. Not to say that, how do I put it? I'm talking about the parents themselves. You know what I'm saying? If helping them helps their kid, let's roll. I'm with you.
Yes.
If it's just about you, fuck you. You make your own decisions. You're grown. You know what I'm saying? If I started getting high right now and I'm sitting in the corner and I'm doing dope and I'm not taking care of my kid, then no one needs to feel sorry for me and come ask me what I need to help my kid. Just go help my kid. Leave me the fuck out here to die because that's on me. I'm a grown ass man and make my decisions and need to decide what. It just is what it is, man. There got to come a time when the consequences of our actions are just that, consequences of our fucking actions, and no one else can. I mean, I get it. Everybody wants to help the world. You can't. The kids are who need it. The kids are the ones that don't know any better and need to. They're still learning as they go. So that's who we need to be there for. The rest of these old motherfuckers running around here with these blues and sleeping on couch. Listen, bro, feel sorry for them if you want, but they're making that decision on their own.
But I kind of do feel sorry for them because it's an addiction and they need help with that. Do you need to go to rehab? Do you need a ride there? Do you need what do you need to try to get off of this? Do you want to get off of this? You know, and then if they don't want to after, so many tries, okay, I get it.
Yeah, but the thing is, baby, there is those programs for that. I mean, there's so many for that. These guys, they can walk into any hospital and say, hey, I'm going through withdrawals. I need your help. And they will put them somewhere and help them. Kids can't do the same thing for whatever they're going through, gang shit or all that.
I still feel bad for them.
Well, you can feel bad all you want. I feel bad too. Great. It is what it is. But you know what? It comes a time where the resources need to be put where it counts. And where it counts is these fucking kids, not these grown motherfuckers that keep making the same decisions. Like I said, if I would have continued living the lifestyle that I lived, then nobody should feel sorry for me doing life in prison or on death row or anything else. Like, that's my choice. I'm doing that shit. There's a way out of it all. And if you don't choose that way, that's on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need nobody. I'm not going to hold a grown man's hand.
But sometimes grown-ups do need help too.
Okay, well,
sometimes they do need that little pat on the back and hey, what do you need to pull your pants up sometimes.
Okay, that's great, but it ain't going to be me doing it. There's other programs for that. I don't got time for it. My focus is kids that don't know any better. That's it. I mean, there's programs for that. There's all that other shit for that. It ain't gonna be me. That's all I'm saying. It's true. I think the kids are the ones that are still learning, and they can't be blamed for making mistakes. Adults, you can't say the same thing. You just can't. We have overcome anything we want, but change is the hardest thing for a creature of habit. And think if you went 30 years creating disaster, it will not fix in 30 days most of the time. Yeah, absolutely. No, you're absolutely right. I mean, shit. First time I got kicked out of kindergarten for stealing. You know what I mean? Third grade, I got kicked out of third grade for stealing. I got arrested in Circle K, and I think I was
I don't think you were disciplined either as a child.
No, I know that, but I'm saying I've been since I had the mentality. I had the criminal mentality since I was a kid. You know what I mean? I was doing shit since I was very, very young, and so the day I decided for it to be over, the day I said I'm through, take you and protect you, didn't mean that I was done thinking with the criminal mentality. I was done with the clica, but I was still in the joint, and I was still trying to figure out how can I make some feria, how can I do this. It took years for me to decide, okay, when I get out, this is done. I'm not doing this. I'm not going to think that way. I need to think this way and to change the pattern of thinking.
And I think that when you got out, that ass.
Shut the hell up.
I had, because I had to discipline after you got out. I have to whoop that ass if you didn't get it.
I don't know why I bring her into these lives.
I'm just kidding.
480 C-Town. I got the AZ flag with 13 rays on streets and landed at a 4-yarder for a bit, and some others that didn't know me yet first were questioning me, but I told them a little about me and I know the map meaning. Yeah, they just talking, man. I'll put fucking rays on my face. Fuck them. What are they gonna say? I won't do it though, but
if you do that on your face, I'll get the tongue right here. We'll be looking like fools.
I won't actually do it, but just saying.
You could put the tongue on that corn.
Shut the hell up.
Like it's licking the corn?
Awesome person said, yeah, true. I remember my parents wanted me to be part of the family functions growing up, and all I wanted was to be running the streets with the homies. Wish I made different choices as a youngster. Yeah. It's just favoritisms at 40, exactly. That's true. Yep. Actually, the calendar tongue under the mouth is mean looking, maybe is more symbolic. Actually, the calendar tongue under of the mouth is mean looking. Maybe it's more symbolic. Is mean looking? Like I couldn't do that shit. That shit would hurt.
Right here?
Yeah, imagine.
And then down.
Fuck that. I guess.
Ugly. It looked like a lizard. Almost, right?
I mean, from far though, it just looked like you had that stripe, like the goatee stripe.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't do it. I used to have 3 dots on my face. I took that shit off. That's as far as I went with the face tattoos. Love that, Javier. Cubo back at you, said Chile. Thanks, Chile, but I'm on it. My bell goes off. I don't, if you haven't noticed, but I'm here every time. Chile said 480. You know it, Chile said Javier. LOL 480. Hello, what's up, bro? Hope you okay, said Jack in the Box. I'm good. How are you? I hope you're okay. Hope everybody's okay. The whole world.
Hey, I had to give Cricket the chancla when he got out so that he wouldn't, go steal any money or candy or anything.
It took her 10 minutes to fucking come up with this
No,
shit.
it didn't.
You were sitting there thinking about it.
Your parents did, and I will. Come here,
alone.
give me the belt. Here you go.
So true, Joanne said Bubba Mesa.
Thank you, Bub. I hope you're feeling better.
Sometimes the kids don't see that the parents love them, said Lori Wilson.
Well, some kids, it's hard for their parent. It's hard for the kid to see that their parents love them when they have this dude and that dude coming in and out of their house, or the dad picking the stepmom over them. Of course they're not going to love them. I knew my parents loved me because I had both parents, and they showed me love every single day. But they were also very strict with us too. And, just a lot of kids don't, their parents love them, but I don't think enough. Like, if your kid were to come to you and say, hey, I don't like this dude that you're with, please leave him, Mom, they're not going to do it. Yeah, the parents love them, but when are you going to love your kid enough to put them first? When? So.
480 said the calendar tongue funny, huh? I know that they stopped letting vatos get that Aztec Donatiu spelled it wrong about in 2003 for political reasons. I remember that, but that was Dizzy and Pistolas and Sid Vicious that did that when they were doing that Aristeca shit out here for a little bit. But that was really quick and it went away. Saul went. Matter of fact, Ruben put a stop to all that shit. Saul Bueno, question for both of you. How did you guys keep it together while you were locked up and staying together? What you both did for each other is a real love story.
It wasn't easy. It was hard.
Yeah, I mean, we kept in touch, bro. That was, I guess you can call it. That's the only thing we did. I think that's probably different than what I've seen for most. I called almost every day to talk to my son and
visits, talking.
Yeah, she was always at work, and so sometimes I would go weeks without talking to her sometimes because she'd be at work every time. She used to work nights and sleep in the day, so I would call and I would just talk to my son and tell him, hey, tell your mom this or that or whatever, you know what I mean? But gotta remember it was a lot of years, so uh, it was mostly I just think the communication probably.
He would try to get crazy on the phone sometimes, and I'd have to be like, look, I will click on you right now.
Hit the like, please, and check in the box.
I'm just...
Lori Wilson, what I don't understand, some of the kids don't want to listen to their parents and then will go to prison and listen to whoever's running the yard. I don't get it. Well, that's just the lifestyle. They don't listen to their parents because it's not the cool thing to do.
Well, I wouldn't listen to parents who are not good parents.
Well, that and
if my mom was out being a...
And you have to remember also,
why would I listen to her?
The consequence of not listening to your parents is nothing. Consequence of not listening to the motherfuckers in the joint is you get killed. So it's a little bit easier to listen to somebody when you think the consequence is dying. You know what I mean? And that's just the truth. I mean, when and I think maybe that's part of the problem. You know what I mean? With no discipline when you're a kid, so that nobody's afraid of not listening to their parents because they ain't gonna do shit. They know their mom ain't gonna spank them. They're not gonna get grounded. They're gone. All right, ground me. What? Then you go to work and I'm out all day anyway, right? There's no consequences. There's no discipline. Once you go to prison, that all changes. There's discipline and consequences, and
not just that though. If you have parents that party with you, smoke with you, drink with you, dress like you, throw up gang signs with you, when it's time for them to discipline you, why are they going to listen to you?
Yeah,
kids aren't going to listen to them. My son knew. He knew he'd get in trouble if he did something wrong.
Yeah, she was abusive.
I was not abusive, but he knew what was up.
Alex Villa said, one of the worst things I hate is they try and hijack our art cultura and such, trying to be the gatekeepers of the Pachuca. Yeah, I've said that before on here too, you know what I mean? They've hijacked, the whole cultura has been hijacked as negative. People now, like, that's sad that a vato that's never even been in that lifestyle is on the street, or maybe military vato or whoever, just a civilian, has to ask, what can I get on me that wouldn't get me in trouble? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, this is your culture too, bro. Them motherfuckers don't run the show and don't tell you what you can and can't get, you give them the power when you allow them to make that decision for you. By not getting that on you because of that, you've given them that power over you, and it sucks. Holmes. Again, it's definitely been hijacked by it's become a negative, and it shouldn't be. It's beautiful artwork. It's a culture. We're never going back to that, so everybody needs to stop pretending like this Aztec thing is it's people take it a little too serious, and
It should be a culture thing, right? Not
but
a
yeah,
gang thing.
but yeah, it is a culture thing. It's not a gang thing at all, and the problem is, uh, I think again, and it's like everything else. The power is given to them fools by normal people, by us, by regular individuals. You know, Without that, imagine if you're in a yard with 500 or 1,000 people, and there's only two carnales. What gives him the power to run that yard? They're nobody different. They can't. They're not. They're not. What's that? What was that movie? The black dude that went into prison and stuck the head in the other dude's ass.
Ew, what movie?
What was his name, man?
What the hell?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air dude. What's his name?
Will Smith?
Will Smith. And he played that movie where he was a superhero and they put him in jail and he was an alcoholic. Fuck!
Gross.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
And they put him in jail because he was like a superhero, but he was like a fucking asshole superhero. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith superhero movie. Hancock. That was it called. Hancock. Huh? That was the name.
You get it?
Yes, I get it. But I'm saying, like, it's sad that, like, I mean, what I was trying to say was these vatos ain't Hancock. They can't fucking tear up the whole yard of them. If everybody said no, what would they do? They can't run the motherfucking show without the power that is given to them. Jovan, the withdrawal is the issue of the fentanyl. It's so horrible, it makes you so sick. That's why most don't. Said Chele. Don't get off it. Baba Mesa, but most of them really don't want the help just to get high again. Yeah.
Well, no, I know. I believe that. And
yeah, because the programs are out there. We know that. They're out. They've been out there. There's no lack of programs for drugs, bro. I mean, AAs and NAs. I know.
I still feel sorry for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing though. There's no lack of resources when it comes to that.
They're still human beings.
There's a lot of. I think where the lacking comes in is this juvenile, the juvenile system, the juvenile justice system, and just programs in general out here. For kids before they get to that point. I was like that, Lori. I felt my parents didn't understand what I was living, but if an older homie told me to do something, it made me feel like I belonged. It's a strange thing. Yeah, that's.
You know what? I've met a couple of kids that, growing up, they had both parents, great family, great everything, and they wanted to be like ghetto. They wanted to get in trouble, and they didn't need to be. And I think that's selfish and gullible. That's once in a rare while. But I have seen that before, but that was very rare. But most of these kids that are going through something is because it starts with the parents. They're not happy in their home. They're just not.
Yeah. What's cracking, Cricket? I'm just tapping in from Los at Ron Garcia. Cuba. What's up, brother? How you doing? SJ408er said kids won't ever till they grow up and realize it's all for nada. Yeah, but I think that's where that's where we come in. You know what I'm saying? Like they can, not all. We know we're not gonna reach everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna have. That's not realistic. But we can definitely reach some, and I think that's what I'm saying is like they can learn from our what we've already gone through. You know what I'm saying? They can learn from from our mistakes, kind of. You know what I'm saying? Just by breaking it all down to them in that way. Javier said, my mother's famous words when I would be released were, Ya saliste, pendejo. Tough love is the best, but she always asked me what I wanted to eat. I never doubted her love. Bubba Mesa back. Oh shit, Cricket told us you were in the hospital about your foot. Someone asked about you the other day. I never doubted her love, said Javier. Bubba Mesa, I know a lot and have met a lot of people in my many years, and until the day someone tells you that they really and are ready to be helped, that there is no way of helping them. Jack in the Box said it takes time. Bubba, did you have your phone at the hospital and listen at least? Heart Life Tony, 96 to 98, Kaiback graduate. God bless Cricket. He's a Kaiback graduate. Those are the years I was in writing unit, bro. Ray Diaz said, Bubba Mesa, how you feeling? You okay? You in my prayers, man. Bubba said, 480 C-Town, yeah, well, I had a 6-hour surgery on Saturday, but feeling a little better. Jack in the Box, yeah. She right. Hope you get better, Bubba. Wishing you a speedy recovery, said awesome person. Vato Yoruca has you in check. You're breaking the homie code. Pretty soon she's going to pluck the cejas.
Never. I love the eyebrows. It gives you character.
Che Javier, córtatela, güey.
I need his wife's number. That's what I need.
That's what we do, yeah.
Javier, I need your wife's number.
Let's see who's in chat. Manuel Ramirez, when did horn tattoos become popular in prison? What's the significance? Is that just what the youngsters started to do? I guess, bro. I know a lot of them MS vatos started doing that shit because, you know, they're with that hard rock stuff. It started like they were the stoners. So they were putting the devil horns on. But, yeah, it's crazy. Sergio Alvarez, ¿qué hubo? Saludos, gente tapping in from the G. Guadalupe, ¿qué hubo? What's up, brother? It was on Cimarron 3 and 4, Bella Kennels. Cimarron 3 and 4? What's Cimarron 3 and 4, bro? Did they turn Cimarron into a 3-yard? Like a part of it? Chele put, damn, Bubba, 6 hours I'm praying daily for you. 480 said it's some vatos that look at vatos that have Azteca work from the streets and land in the pen, feel you have it, and they earned it. They might just try to figure you out and what you stand for and notice you're not political. They'll drop it. Yeah. Come on, people, hit the like, said Jack in the Box. Gracias.
I'll think about it. Maybe I'll like it later.
Javier Cruz said, why don't you do that many profiles no more? I've been out of town, brother. I need to. When I get back, I have some in like where I started them and I just haven't finished them. But I've been out of town. The last one I did, I think, was on Homie on Death Row. But I do have like 2 or 3 more, I think, ready to. Well, not ready to go. I need to finish up, and I'll get them out there. But I just got caught up, bro. I started working a lot. I was working on this nonprofit thing. I was doing these lives, and I just didn't have a lot of time. I said, like, doing those, you got to stay up. I would stay up almost all night, go to sleep, get up for work, and come back, do a live, stay up all night again, try to finish it. And when you put in the other stuff that I started doing with this nonprofit, trying to just figure it out, and had to write, mission statements and kind of like a outline of what I was thinking on it. I just didn't have a lot of time for it, but I'll get back to it, bro. Jose Garcia put Hancock. Sergio Velasquez put Hitch, not Hitch, fool, Hancock. Ron Garcia, Cricket, I heard you want to start a nonprofit. That's good to help out youngsters. My uncle started a nonprofit a long time ago. He helped out youngsters and vatos getting out of prison. He's been doing. That's good, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to get it done, bro, for real. I think the same about the government. Sometimes I wish everyone would show them who really runs the world. Yeah. Jose Garcia, he didn't know his name, so they told him to sign his John Hancock. Yeah, that was the one. Yeah, it's not that serious now that not coming back to Azteca political. Fentanyl is corona. Corana, Chacatleches. Awesome person, said Hancock. Any more profiles coming soon? Yeah, I got two. I'm doing one. One of the big ones is going to be kind of long. Is on Gremlin getting killed. I don't know if anybody knows who I'm talking about. He got killed in the handball court in Century Unit in like '89, I think, or maybe after that. No, '89 or '90, something like that. I got it in there. His name was Steve Lopez, but I'm doing the one on him right now. It's the absence of father that gets youngsters wild. My mom was mother against gangs. My mayor pillar of community, and me and my bro locked up, living crazy. Says Sergio Alvarez. Yeah, the absence of father is a big one too. It's the whole broken home thing. 480 C-Town. Yeah, I remember that movie by Will Smith. I didn't really like it. That part when you went to prison and stuck that broom in the dude's ass was funny. Yeah, he stuck the dude's head in the other dude's ass. Remember?
Ew.
When he first walked in. He walked in and they like tried to block him because he put most of them dudes in jail like he was a superhero thing. He's like, "Oh, I get it. You guys don't like me very much. Okay, well, I'm gonna do me. You do you." And they still wouldn't let him pass. And he's like, "Listen, I'm gonna stick your head up in his ass if you don't want whatever." And then they said something, and then he did it. I've encountered the situation where I give the youngsters all the tools they needed, and they ended up more mature than the parent. Yeah, I think that's what that's exactly it. I mean, you have to overcome the childish mentality, and how do you do that? And I think it's just with you do it with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? You give them the tools, and you know that they can learn from our mistakes. And bro, if you put my brain in my head 30 years ago, I wouldn't be nothing I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have did everything different. But it's just because I know different now, and I really didn't then. You know, it's not that I was again, I'm not no victim. I was just a fucking immature kid.
Well, I used to tell Mijo that. Like, look, just because you have a father that's locked up doesn't mean that you can go out and get in trouble and do this and do that. You know, you're not a little victim, oh, poor you, because your dad's in jail. No, you're going to get a butt whooping if you act up. And you're going to keep getting it if you keep acting up. But I did everything I could to make sure that he had everything he needed that two parents can get him. And
Mm.
keeping you in his life, also knowing that he did have a father that was going to get out, I think helped a lot too. But I mean, that's why I moved from Phoenix and into a better neighborhood. And, you know, luckily I did have my family's support so that he could get all the love that he needed. But
Mm-hmm.
he didn't have 2 or 3 or 4 stepdads and stepbrothers and sisters and this and that. I mean, if he did, I don't know, his life would have been a whole lot different.
Yeah.
But I would tell him that all the time. Don't be a statistic. Don't, just because your dad's in jail doesn't mean you have to. To some people, you've already failed. Oh, his dad's in prison. He's going to rob me in 10 years. You know what I mean? You don't
Sergio
have to
said,
be that.
Jefitas give love before discipline. I love you, mama.
No, I used to discipline my son first and then give him love.
Bella Kennels, you can't make sense. Oh no, you can't make someone stop doing drugs. That person needs to want to stop themselves. Yeah, absolutely. And that's someone that already knows. That's the thing.
No, I know. I see them out here. They look like the Walking Dead out here, walking around all just,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel bad for them. I know that they're wrong for doing what they're doing. I can't help but feel bad for them. That's somebody's son. That's somebody's uncle. That's somebody's dad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wouldn't wish that on anybody. You know, so I do feel sorry for them, even though I know that they need to take responsibility for their life.
Yeah.
I can't help but feel sorry for them.
What's up with that about the Jojo? If you spoke to him, I haven't, bro. Guess he's done with us. What up, my G from Leonard Sanchez? Q, how you doing, brother? Yeah, it's half 3 and 4 yard cricket. Damn, I didn't. That's crazy. I didn't know they did that. You will never get my wife's number. This is my therapy. Plus, I'm not like cricket. I call the shots.
Javier's wife, if you're listening.
Chacaleche say, what are your thoughts on Papay Roman from Harpy's Muerto Fin game? Was that a blessing for the whole biz? I think it just again reminds us what that clica's about, man. You know, they killed They killed, their carnal over money and power and you know all of them things. Like it just again it just brings it all back. You know what I'm saying? Navato wasn't. I mean, you tell me. Like, was he a piece of shit? Was he in bad standing in any way? Was he a bad dude? Anything? And I just think that it just comes back to the same. The whole thing of what that clique is about. And it's just a favoritism thing. It's a backstabbing thing. It's all about who can control what. And there's no carnalismo in it for sure. All that their carnal is bullshit. That there ain't none of that stuff, and it ain't no family thing neither.
Do you want to show me?
Yeah, I'll show it in a minute. That ain't no like it's not nothing that it portrays itself to be, and that's just another example of that. Give the Cricket and Chronicles familia. Hope everyone is having a blessed night. Saludos a todos, Johnny Chingas. Crick, saludos y buenas noches to you both. You and your wife show great chemistry, my brother. Congrats. Los dos van a cambiar muchas vidas. Órale pues, my phone hit my face. Good night.
Oh, good night.
Órale, good night, brother. Ya sabes. Do you talk to ex-members that walked away and are locked up right now? Yes, I do. You should have a pamphlet with everybody's story explaining that life isn't a way to go. Hand it out to youngsters you talk to. Yeah, that's a good idea. Shit, I should put something like that together. I do talk to about 6 members that have walked away right now. I like we correspond. Johnny Chinga said, "Don't forget to hit that like." Sup with them night giggles," said Tom Dorfler.
What?
What's up with them night giggles?
I'm trying, Tom.
They don't exist.
I gotta get them like a wire or something.
They don't exist.
You got one? Send it to me.
Chele said, "What's up, Tom? Hello, Chele and Chronicles fam. Anything you want to know about Arizona Pens? I know Cricket, all of them. What are integrated? Why Steiner and Maury closed and integrated now? I just got out 2020. I know you know people too that can tell you too. My parents never understood why I was a vago. I loved the streets, and to me, jail was fun when I was a kid. As I got older, it stopped being fun. I really messed up," said Javier.
Javier, you needed a
That's how I looked at it too
chocolate.
when I was a kid. I mean, the juvenile stuff seemed not, there was fun times. You obviously, I don't know, maybe I didn't. It wasn't as fun for me. I think I remember I still hated it. I didn't want to be in there.
Was it, Javier, was it your parents that you said were they his both parents on drugs or something?
Oh, I don't know.
No.
I don't remember. I don't think so.
No.
Not as if he
Oh,
did.
no, not you, Javier. I'm sorry, I got you mixed up with someone else.
I'm not sure which one that was. Why they killed him?
My bad.
Gremlin. They killed Gremlin. There was a couple of reasons, really. And I'll explain it a little bit more. It was more political. In the end, they used the fact that he teared up, like cried, um, for killing him. Oh yeah, it was his ass. He stuck in there. I couldn't remember. Said 480C. Cricket, if you go to the live chat on your interview yesterday with Rojo on Comments Perspective, Jojo AZ gave you a Q.
Oh.
He's still around, LOL. Yeah, I've seen him. He does that all the time. He always tells me Q on everybody else's shit. He just won't come over here no more. Huh? Nah, Bella Kennels, Hancock. Yeah. I heard he laughs like Michael Jackson in his sleep. Like he said Tom. Fucking Tom. Why do you feed into that shit? Ben Cuevas, you're right. Go to Jojo, Arizona. He was there. Ron Garcia, check it out. If any youngsters are listening, stay out of gangs. My cousin got involved in gangs and got hooked on drugs running the streets. He got out 36 years in prison. He just out. He's now 57. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If there's any youngsters listening, man, hopefully they're learning something from these, what we talk about, and just seeing it. There's nothing that's worth throwing your life away. At the end of the day, it's not. Other people thinking you're cool, doesn't really mean anything at the end of the day, and that's what we need to. That's what needs to get across to these kids, man. That, everybody's so worried about looking and acting and being cool. I think that's why it's so in prison it's emphasized, you know, those words, calling someone a punk or a bitch, and you know, and I think it's emphasized because people don't want to be perceived that way. People don't want other people to think of them in any of those type of terms, right? It's all about your, who you are and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, honestly, like without the prisoner mentality and all that bullshit, is it really worth doing 30 or 40 years in prison because you whacked some dude that called you a bitch? It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just sad, man, that people are willing to throw their whole life away for some frivolous ass shit like that. To me, nowadays, like, call me what you want, bro. You put hands on me, you're gonna learn a lesson. Aside from that, I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm honestly not, that doesn't bother me anymore. Words or that's what it is. They're words.
Like if they say drop out, sell out,
And none of that shit means nothing.
Who cares? That's why we're out here living our life. Yeah. And you ain't.
I'm on the streets. I'm enjoying myself. Um, I can do what I want out here. You know what I'm saying? I can, if I want to go to Walmart and just walk around and check out the scenery, I can.
You're raising your kid, and instead of living your life in prison and having some other dude raise your kid and abuse him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All those things are that shit all means something, and that other stuff doesn't anymore. Like I said, I mean, you put hands on me, then we'll talk about it. But aside from that, I don't care anymore. You can say what you want. You can look at me any way you want. It no longer means what it used to mean to me anymore because my life means more. And I've come to that conclusion that fucking life is precious, Holmes. This shit out here is feedment, bro. Compared to that, there's no comparison, Holmes.
You can have 4 honey buns if you want instead of 2. You don't have to wait for me to go put money on your books to get that book, babe.
You're right.
And you can go to Pete's every day if you want. I don't know why, but you can if you want.
DCG said, finally I catch a live. Whoa, what's up, brother? Chacaleche said, what does Johnny Chingas in slang? I never quite understood it. Is it like a low-key shit talking? Some dude used to always use that name as his AKA. No, that's a singer, bro. That's a name of an individual, Johnny Chingas. I mean, I'm sure it was a moniker, but yeah, there's a vato that sang songs, like joke songs, called Johnny Chingas. So I think people get it from that, You're right, Cricket. I agree 100%, said Ron Garcia. I saw your interview with Converse Perspective video. Good stuff. Thank you, brother. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool too, man. Go on another platform and kind of talk about what I feel about all this, Javier Hernandez. My parents were strict, old-fashioned people from Mexico. My mom would go look for me in the barrio, and if she found me, she would beat me in front of everyone.
I'm thinking of someone else. I was thinking of someone else. My bad.
Daniel Pedrosa, what kind of spreads did you use to make in gladiator school? Spreads, man. I mean, tamales were always my favorite. Crushing up the chips and making the tamales. Nowadays, they got all this new stuff that's really elaborate. We didn't have all that. We didn't do it like that. I mean, they started selling some pretty good shit, but just the regular old tamal was always the good thing for me, man. The county jail, we used to make this menudo with the corn nuts and stuff. That was good. Sergio Velasquez, personally being in the street was safer than being home. See, that's sad, homeboy. Neta. It shouldn't be that way,
What do you say?
Personally being in the street was safer than being home.
That's sad.
Yeah. What's up, Cricket? I'm about to catch up on your interview with Rojo a rato. Órale, es 8:38. Ya sabes, do your thing. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Remember back in the day, all the homies would say, if you're down for the hood, you'll do this or that. Always some crazy shit. No one ever said, if you're down for your hood, you'll get a college degree. I know, right?
I don't know. When I was growing up, and I lived in Phoenix, if anybody were to try to get me in trouble, I'd be like, no, I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, but
I lived
Again,
right there in it, you know.
but you had a different mentality. You grew up with your little parents, and
My little parents.
you know what I mean.
Wow.
Cricket, sticks and stones may break my bow, so please don't throw any. Ben Cuevas. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm worried about. You know what I mean? Any physical harm, I can't take it, bro. I don't like pain anymore. Other than that, we're good. Half is 3 yard and other half is 4 yard. Cimarron, huh? That's crazy. How do they keep them separate? I mean, I know they got the fence down the middle, but if you got to go to the school or something, you got to cross over. What do you do? Or did they put two schools now and stuff? That's crazy. Remember in the mid '90s cricket how they look at the Catos like they were the devil or the worst person in the world. Now it's really no big deal now because it's everywhere and more known about opiates. Yeah, I mean shit. In the '90s it was no in the joint. Everybody did that shit. Taco Bell or Del Taco, said Daniel Pedrosa.
Del Taco, for
Yeah.
sure.
Taco Bell's trash now, man. They fucked that up. I remember they used to have it on the window, man. Like 39, 49, 59-cent tacos and shit. You go there now, you're spending like $50 on some shit. They're crazy.
When we used to go to California when we were little, we used to always go to Del Taco. And In-N-Out. That was a big thing out there. Oh, and King Taco. There's some people in here from California, huh?
Mm-hmm.
We'd always go to King Taco, Del Taco.
Miguel Mejia dice, ¿qué hubo, Cricket y tu wifey? Saludos a todos. Gracias. How you doing, bro? Sergio Velasquez put with your little parents. LOL.
What is it?
He caught that too where I said with your little parents.
Don't we talk about my mom?
Del Taco.
No, now you're going to go and you're going to apologize to my mom when we get back.
I didn't say anything wrong.
You said with your little parents.
Well, you know what I mean? Like you had this little...
Like they're stupid little parents.
No, like you had this little Leave It to Beaver life. Like it's different. You can't compare yourself.
Your little parents. See what you started?
Ray Diaz said, Cricket, I know what you're saying. You're right and everything, but how long did it take you to realize those are just words? A long time, bro. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, shit. But that's my point. You know, I've learned that lesson, and hopefully I can teach that lesson. You know what I'm saying? By just, you know, I know I'm just talking, and a lot of these kids are going to listen to what I got to say. I know that. Some may, and that's all that matters. Or if I can put it in their head, like a little seed of it, even if they don't want to listen at the time, they may think of this shit later and reach what I think of now a lot quicker than I did. You know, I mean, it took me a long time, 30 years to you know, to what I'm saying now. I mean, I remember I got out in one time and shit, I was bad. You know, so they called me a punk. Ruka called me a punk once. I slapped the shit out of her. Like I was not a good dude. You know what I mean? That's my point. And but I've learned, you know, I'm where I'm at now through a lot, you know what I mean, of that. And hopefully I can use that as a way to, you know what I mean, like they can learn from my, you know, the lessons that I learned can now be passed on and they won't have to go through them. Who knows? We can hope. Del Taco has best fries at Chile. Chacaleche, so here we go. So my boss has been up my neck politicking against me, getting me in trouble with the company and my higher up. And he crossed the line and let's just say he kicked me on my lunch break. He kicked you?
What?
Like he fired you? Or he kicked you? What happened?
Oh no, it's getting a little
Stuffy?
You're fogging up the windows.
You're fogging up the windows.
It's your hot breath.
This froggy's talking shit, bro.
See?
Yeah, I gotta deal with this
shit.
shit.
He can take it now. He can take it.
I gotta deal with this shit. You know I can deal with anything.
Really?
Sergio Velasquez said, with your little parents equals white picket fence and 2.3 dogs.
No, we had one dog. We had a Dodge Caravan. Just kidding.
You did.
Yeah, we did.
Tom Dorfer, come on, Cricket. Giovanna's hard. She did time, bro.
Yeah, and then, you know, my mom, when I had to tell her about me getting arrested and I had to show her the ankle monitor, she was crying. She was like, what did we do wrong? I was like, oh my didn't do anything wrong. I was an idiot. You know, I didn't even tell her when I moved out at 18 because I just didn't want to disappoint them.
That was a bitch. Listen, guys, so trip out. I'm 23.
You're 24. I was 18.
Whatever, man. I'm whatever age she wants to say.
Fucking 50.
Baby, it's cold. What the fuck?
Should I take this sweater off?
Yeah. What the fuck?
Okay.
Oh, bitch. Got cold as fuck.
All right.
So trip out, man. I get out. I've been torcido, right? I already did by this time. I did my 6.5. I'm back in on another charge. I meet her. I get out I'm out there for 4 months with her. That's when I got out the first time. I'm out for 4 months. I'm a carnal. I'm already doing what I'm doing. I already committed stuff, you know. And she's living with me, I think, right? I'm supposedly. And I got to take her home every fucking morning at like 4 in the morning. This is so that her parents don't know she's not there. She's like sneaking in the fucking window. And then I'd come back and pick her up at like 6. Like she'd get up and make noise and shit to pretend like she was just leaving. Then we go back to my house and go to sleep. It was fucking ridiculous.
My mom came in my room once and she was like, "Where's all your stuff?" And I'm like, "I don't live here anymore." I'm just like, "I'm sorry, I don't live here anymore." And she was just like, "What do you mean you don't live here anymore?" She was just like upset because the way I left, like, just didn't do that.
And then she calls her on the phone. They're fighting. She tries to hand me the phone to talk to her mom. I'm like, what the fuck? It was weird, man. One day, my father dressed up like a cholo. When I told him not to go out like that, he said, "Now you know how I feel." I miss my father, even though he was tough on me, he said Javier.
Hey, our son dressed up like one too. It was funny. He was making fun of you, remember?
Yeah, fucker. It's all bueno. What's your favorite books you read? Do you still have time to read? I haven't, bro. I don't. I haven't read in so long, but I used to read so much. I do. My favorite books. I mean, you talking about just like for, not fictional, just entertainment. Dean Koontz is probably my favorite author. As far as I like his books, and then I also liked John Grisham had good books. That would be my like nonfiction stuff. I mean, my fiction stuff. Nonfiction. I liked anything that was. I did like anything cultural related. History. History is my favorite, and not necessarily just Azteca and shit. Just history in general. I like learning about the Egyptian shit. I like learning all kinds of shit. It was cool, man. But I haven't read a book in I don't know how long. Is Mrs. Cricket ever going to show herself? Cricket, I understand why she don't. I don't think people don't really know how serious that shit is or was, man, because all this social media exposed life on prison. She's not too necessarily too worried about it. Yeah, go ahead.
Now you're answering for me.
She didn't ask you. He didn't ask you. He asked me.
Now you want to.
Is Mrs. Cricket ever going to show himself?
I'm just kidding.
Motherfucker.
I will one day, but just not right now. It's too soon. It's too early. I do have an IG though. I have a few people from the chat as friends on IG.
It's a private account.
It's a private account, but I think if I know you like long enough, or stuff like that, then I wouldn't mind accepting. I just don't accept random people. But yeah, one day. I mean, soon. Not too long.
Chacaleches, he's 60 plus years old, and I told him I'd smash on him next time he touched me, and he threatened to press charges, and he was gonna play the old guy part. What should I do?
Start looking for another job.
Well, you could do that or record that shit, Holmes. The higher up, if he wants to kick you, let him do that shit again on Thingamajigger. That's a hard one, bro. I would say just get out of the situation, find another jale or whatever. I mean, if the jale is that important to you, then I would just
go above his head. Right?
Yeah, that'd be the only thing you can do. I mean, we're talking about this is normal life shit out here in the real world. You can't consider that type of shit snitching or nothing. That's how you make your living, bro. You got to do whatever you need to do. Tom said, "Quit your job and find a new one, bro."
Oh, think alike.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I get that part though. It is hard to do something. I mean, if it's a great job and there's not very many like that, um, you got to do what you got to do. It's a tough situation. But plus 60 plus, I wouldn't hit them back. You don't want to get yourself in a position where you're facing time because the dude had some aneurysm after you hit him and died. You know what I mean, or something like that, which could happen.
And if he's old, he's gonna take that, right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, and
he's gonna run with that.
I mean, you can win the fight. There's nothing to prove here. It's not about that. Defending yourself. I mean, if he can hurt you, it's up. That's for you to decide. But aside from that, I mean, it's just a matter of just think smart about it. Consequences of every action you take on that situation. Yeah, Javier, my mom was the same way, really strict. That's why I hated going home. But now, in retrospect, I see they just had my best interest in mind. I was just a bad desmadroso.
Who said that?
Awesome person. Oh. DCG Segrio, how does your suegra feel about you now? She's always liked me, bro. She was always cool with me. It's weird. I don't know why.
Never talked bad about you. She's always liked you.
Yeah, she's always been real feeding with me. It's a trip, Holmes. I trip out because growing up, none of my other little girlfriends in school and all that shit, their parents hated me. I was always the bad guy. Even with the homeboys, they thought I was the one to get in everybody in trouble and all that. Her mom has never been like that with me, even though I was the one. Like when
you did almost ruin my life.
But I saved it at the end and made you who you are. So yeah. But anyway.
She used to take the baby to go see you.
Yeah. So when I first got, when this case first happened, she was my co-defendant. So we weren't allowed to have contact. It was court ordered that she couldn't talk to any of her co-defendants and stuff. So her mom used to bring my son in to visit me when he was first born. And that's the first time I ever seen my son. Her mom brought him in to see me. So it was a trip, man. She's always been real cool with me. Tom Dolfer said, "The shit men do for pussy never ceases to amaze me."
Oh my God. How about that?
Tom. 480. I'm talking about the outs. People weren't that many doing it on the outs. Cheba. Only vatos that got out the joint were tecatos. Yeah, I know. And people would look at him and say he slams heroin and judge them. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. You should have a couple of podcasts to put you together are funny and are entertaining in a good way. Smiles on people's faces. It's all bueno.
Oh, thanks. So.
Have a couples podcast.
Oh no, I have to have my own. I can't.
Could you imagine, bro? This is like this is just right now.
I'm just.
Could you imagine me all the time with her talking shit to me? No.
You needed those tough love.
Tough love.
I'm gonna give you the chunk after this live right now.
Stupid. Tom Dorfler said, "Elder abuse. You will catch a hot one on the yard for that charge."
Is there such thing as elder abuse?
Yeah.
Is there?
Yes, there is. Ron Garcia, yeah. That's why I don't hit you no more.
No, that's okay. Thank you for letting us know about elder abuse. I will no longer abuse cricket here.
I remember going to Victory Outreach Church after I got out back in '88 and meet Donald Garcia, Big D. He still had those gangster ways and had blue bandana. It took a long time for him to change. Yeah, it's hard, man. A lot of people make fun of me by the way I dress and they talk about, that I'm still, but, it's just a form of dressing, bro. I grew up dressing like this, and it's hard for me to figure, like, how else would I dress? It's just hard for me to see myself any other way. But it doesn't mean anything. I'm not, not out.
It doesn't define me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill anybody. I'm done with that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a fucking shirt or pants or whatever. You know what I mean? Huh?
Like your ass was told that.
Shut up. Ben Cueva said, all you have to do is refer back to your employee handbook and see where he's wrong for targeting you and go to your HR. Going back to our old gangster ways is not the way to get the issue addressed at all. Exactly.
And I would say journal everything. From the minute you walk in, I came in, I clocked in, he said this to me, he said that to me. I would journal everything every day. If you can't record what him being mean to you or whatever, but.
Thank you. I'll just let it go. You're right, said Chacaleches. Rest in peace, Big D, said Ron Garcia. Is Big D dead? Donald dead? Oh yeah. He's dead, and so's Kilroy, right? The only one left is Conejo. Sounds like Bonnie and Clyde's story. Mrs. Cricket used to, or to get a thrill of bad boy cricket.
Oh no, see, I don't get high. I don't hold guns and shoot back. I don't do none of that.
Like movie Goodfellas, and just went
I'm
with
not
it.
no Bonnie.
Was Mrs. Cricket the getaway driver? LOL. Nah, I never involved her.
No, and that girl on Goodfellas, she was a druggie too, right? She did drugs.
I don't know. Was she?
Yeah, she used to snort coke and all that crap.
Probably, but yeah, I never involved her in anything.
I don't do all that.
She was a goody good girl, and that was kind of what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want no gangster ruca. I liked who she was and I never involved her in my other shit. There was enough of that. You know, I mean, we don't need skeena from our ladies. You know what I mean? I had enough people, the dope and all that could come. You know, other ways. Ray Diaz said, "Cricket, your wife really had a happy days kind of life. Happy days seemed like this. Yeah, she did, fool." 37 said, "Respect and love cricket from your fans in the Middle East." Orale.
Oh, nice.
How you doing, brother?
Somebody out there likes you?
They like me everywhere. Salt Bueno, you skipped my comment when your windows were fogged up like the Titanic. The cops are gonna pull up thinking you're relieving your youth. In the back seat. Did I skip your comment? Why did I skip it?
What did you say?
I don't see anything skipped. Because I read that he asked about the books, what books I like to read. He said the couples podcast.
See, I'd read them for you, but I can't talk like the way they're saying it, so I can't. I would, but I can't.
Oh shit, 37, don't say fans, now his head's gonna explode.
Who put that, Tom?
Tom. Of course it was Tom.
See, Tom, he knows what's up.
Big ass handprint on the window. Oh.
Oh, your butt cheeks on the window.
That's my ruca's ass cheeks.
No, it's your head because it gets so big. People blowing you up.
See what you guys started?
God, Tom knows. Tell him, Tom.
Start calling Cricket and Jovan, Joni, and Chachi. Cricket Big D passed away back in 2012. Yeah, I remember.
I love that movie.
37 put a bunch of laughs. Cricket's eyebrows on the window. Okay, mama, you came in with that. Damn, we were having a good conversation, bro. Good night, everyone. Y'all have a good one. Deuces, Cricket, and everyone in the live said, "Chaca leches." Thank you, brother. You have a good night, too, man. Hopefully that shit works out at your holiday for you, bro. I think what Homeboy put, Cuevas is probably the way to go on that one, though, too. Dan Cricket, you had about to tied up in the living room. I could see that one time, dog. I was at a car wash and some red car pulled up and threw some dude in the car and bounced down. It sucked to get kidnapped. He was tied up in the room. He wasn't in the living room. He was on the couch in the room. A little more comfortable.
Still fucked up.
Yeah, it wasn't me, though. I didn't do it. I woke up to that shit. So I had vatos that lived downstairs. And I had a 2-story house. And my ruca and I lived upstairs. And it's like I told you, since she was like a goody good type, you know, I made sure that I try to keep her away from that kind of shit. And so nobody was allowed to come upstairs. And it was just, that was our spot. Upstairs was ours. And they can do whatever they wanted downstairs.
Remember we slept on the floor?
Yeah, for a while we didn't have a bed. Yeah.
I brought blankets from my house and we slept on the floor with a little TV on the floor.
Yeah. And so.
Those were the days.
And I remember we were sleeping in that. What was it? Shadow came in with the gun. He shot it through the floor into the downstairs room. And then when the cops raided, I had the Mac 11 on the bed, on the floor next to us.
They raided and then they took me out and put those little wire things on me. No, terrified. Oh
zip ties. Called zip ties.
Christ. Shit.
Yeah.
Now we can't sleep on the floor. We can't get up, or your back hurts and like whatever.
Yeah, it was a trip, man. That day, that was the sheriff's office. They put a damn tank in my front yard and raided us. But anyway, so downstairs, when I wake up in the downstairs, I had them bottles that were slanging dope and all that for us, for me, living downstairs and doing their thing in Phoenix. At that time, there was some hotels on like 51st and McDowell or 59th and McDowell's or something like that, and had those things on lock, man. I was slinging that video shit, and I woke up in the morning, man, and I called downstairs to see if the car was there because I told you guys I had to take my ruca home every fucking morning at 4 in the morning so she could pretend like she still lived there. So I called downstairs. I'm like, hey, is the Ranfla here? And he was like, hey, did we wake you up? I'm like, no, what's up? He was like, can you come downstairs real quick? So when I walked downstairs, they had dude tied up on the couch in the room, all beat up and shit, bleeding. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, what's up? So then it turned out, they tried to make it seem like it was an Emmett thing, but it wasn't, bro. It was a personal thing between one of my guys and him. So I just asked him, what do you want to do? And he said they wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him. And I said, well, you ain't gonna do it at my house, bro. Get him out of here. Go do it somewhere else. And so they drove him out by the PIR, the Phoenix International Raceway, and they killed him out there. And then later, a week later, the cops raided my house for that murder because that's the last place he had been seen. So the sheriff's department raided my chante behind that shit. They didn't find anything, and they didn't have anything at the time. And actually, Ben Cuevas, and some of you guys might know, I mean, that was Valentino Otero, Tino, and Sergio Mendez from 9th Street were the ones that were living down there that happened. They picked up a life sentence for that murder afterward. Don't say, but it was a carnal in bed standing tied up, skip dance. No, it wasn't. Phoenix is the kidnapping capital of the world, according to statistics. Yeah, I seen that. Awesome person. I think that was because of the polleros, man. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It was the polleros. My bad, bro. You and your lady remind me of me and my lady. She's all innocent and book smart. Goody, goody. I'm the desmadroso. It's considered kidnapping when they're holding them, I believe. Yeah, when they keep them in those houses and make people pay. Charlie, she called you big head. You better lay down the law. I said, what's next? She ate your menudo.
Who said that, Javier?
Javier.
I knew it. I knew it. I need your wife's number, Javier. You're going to be in trouble.
Awesome person, but dudes be getting tied up when they owe fed. Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah. Some do. Some do. Mark Gonzaga, cricket. I get a kick out of going into customers' homes all cholo out from head to toe, especially when I go into a commercial job and meet general contractors and business owners all choloed out. Yeah, it's a trip, man. I mean, it's just a steelo, bro. It doesn't mean anything. That's another thing. You know what I mean? I guess it's become negative because of, gang members or whatever and all that, but it's not a negative thing. It's just a style, bro. I dress that way because that's all I kind of know. I like it. I enjoy it. It feels comfortable, and it's just again, it's just a it's a moda. You know what I mean? It's a way to dress. It just it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't make you a bad person or nothing. I know it has that. It has that
reputation.
Yeah, the reputation of it, but whatever, man. My real reputation is worse, and I think I'm a good guy now. So nice to meet you. I'm all right.
You're all right, I guess. I'm just kidding.
I'm a good dude.
You're the best.
The look on their faces is priceless, said Mark Gonzaga. That's good, Cricket. You didn't get your girl involved back then. Some dudes would have back then get their girls involved. Used to see it. Yeah, I used to see it too. It just wasn't. I mean, like I said, man. The thing that attracted me to her was that she was a regular ass ruca. She wasn't. I didn't want no chola. No. Imagine when you get locked up. I didn't want like no gangster ass, bro. Nothing against cholas or none of that stuff. It just wasn't my thing. You know what I mean? That wasn't. Not for a ruca. You know what I mean? I wanted what I got. You know what I mean? And so. But I knew with that I wasn't gonna get the same type of skina that I would want. But I had that anyway. You know what I'm saying? That was no big deal.
Nope. You go do your own. You didn't catch me in that. You got me in trouble.
She's be talking shit, man.
Nope.
So tomorrow's live, she will not be there. But please know that she's okay. She's probably home somewhere, so that you guys don't have to report any kind of missing.
Chele, I'm gonna SOS you, girl. If I need help.
Got to get to bed. Hope you start doing lives earlier soon. Good night. I will, brother. Tom, I'm headed home pretty soon, man. So I will, brother. Cricket, it's all good. I like that Chicano style on you. Ron Garcia. Yeah. It's just, gotta be who you are, man. That's just the way I like to dress. Sometimes I wear Nike shirts. You guys seen them?
Yeah.
They'd be
Jordan
cool.
shirts. You gotta be trendy with the kids, you know? Be cool.
Cricket, did you say a girl called you a punk and you slapped her? Wasn't she? Yeah. That was, that was young.
She's stupid because I would have punched you then.
Jealous.
I would have. I was not scared of you and your friends.
Chella said, yes, you were. Why
Okay,
you
finish
faking?
Kim comments.
Chella said, got you, girl. She was scared of Sinner.
He was a little
Crazy?
yeah.
You were scared of Mean Gene, too.
He looked mean. Anybody's scared of him.
I wasn't scared of him.
Oh, his face. He looked mean.
His face.
Jesus.
He looked like a monkey. He had that monkey face.
He just looked like, oh my God. What the hell?
Just no skinny jeans at Thai 602. What I did. Yeah, no skinny jeans.
You
for
should
sure.
let them, you know what? You should let somebody send you a wardrobe and you have to wear it on your show.
Like
An outfit for the day.
An outfit. No, because what if they do send some skinny jean shit or something?
With the rips?
Yeah. Scroll up to my question for both of you. Said Saul Bueno. All right, let me
You
see.
skipped him again?
My bad, bro. You and your lady remind me of me and my lady. She's all innocent in books. Mark, goody. I'm the desmadroso. That one? Or what's the other one? Cricket's eyebrows on the window. You skipped my comment when your windows were fogged up. The Titanic. The cops are gonna pull up thinking you're reliving your youth. Is that the one, bro?
Which one?
Because there's not another. Oh, you should have a couples podcast. You two together are funny and entertaining in a good way. Smiles on people's faces. There's no other one. Oh, here's one. What's your favorite books you read? Do you still have time to read? I answered that. There's nothing else before that. Still going.
Unless he said with your little parents.
Do you talk to ex members that walked away and are locked up right now? You should have a pamphlet with everybody's story explaining that life isn't a way to go. Hand it out to youngsters you talk to. I answered that one. Yeah, just ask me again, brother, because I don't see anything. That's all I'm seeing, bro. I just went through a bunch of your comments. I think it's becoming more accepted. A lot of hardworking Chicano fathers dress like cricket. Yeah, you should see though the city that I live in. I almost said the town I live in, and I was gonna bust out singing that song. What oldie?
What oldie?
You don't know what oldie?
I know oldies, but I don't know. What oldie?
The town I live in. But anyway, the city that I live in, bro, people don't dress like me anywhere. There's raza, but they're all paisas. They don't know. No, think it didn't post. I asked what you both did for each other. Did it make you both stop and think like, damn, this person really loves me?
Like what? Read that again?
It said no. Think it didn't post. I asked what you both did for each other. Did it make what we did for each other? Did it make you both stop and think like, damn, this person really loves me?
Yes.
Shit.
I know he really loves me and his son.
What I did better motherfucking make her think that shit.
To answer the question.
Oh, me? No.
I can't stand you.
Yeah, I think so, brother. I mean, we've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? Or from that to that. And I think she has to know that I do. I mean, I walked away from something that I really believed in at the time.
You walked away from my life. Like if that's not enough, I don't know what is.
I walked away from your life?
You walked away from my life.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
They were gonna kill me.
Oh yeah.
And you walked away to save
Yeah,
my
to
life.
save it. Yeah.
And not just that. I think when we had our son too, you were pretty much like, you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, the kid obviously had, there was thoughts there, but I was done by then. There was nothing I could do. But when your thing came up, it was like, nah, that's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? I couldn't. It didn't make sense to me. There was no reason for it. It was stupidity. I think they just did their dumb shit. So.
Yeah.
That's right. Can't go too hard because I'll demonetize. Hold on. Trying to just get to that point.
I'll listen to it later.
You need to hear it now because we're talking about it now. Yep. Okay. I know that song, Laugh My Ass Off. Used to listen to it on the East Side. Story said, yep. When all guys got raided by police in early 2000s, I was outside chilling, and I'm going to say like 4 or 5 a.m. and Lorena's crib really had 1.5 miles of police. No bullshit at her house. Yeah, I remember that. When they raided them too. What oldie song would you bump when you would write her? I used to listen to Art LeBeau every night, bro. I'd throw that shit on. So, out of the different, a mix of a bunch of oldies. God damn, my legs hurt. A mix of a bunch of oldies, just from that. So, yeah, it was, just all the regular oldies that we've been listening to throughout our fucking childhood growing up and there, all the stuff that Art LeBeau plays. Mostly that. It was cool in the feds. I know now it's no big deal, but they had just started selling those MP3 players, and you can buy songs and download them onto the MP3 player and shit, man. I got every goddamn oldie I could think of, and so much good shit that it was a trip, man. Me and Anthony went to school together. I felt bad. He lost his dad to prison. He really looked up to him, and Luis was all about his son. Love him. It wasn't all about his son, bro.
Is Luis still in there?
Fuck yeah, Luis got triple life.
Oh, then yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, when is your kid going to be enough for you to walk away from this?
Yeah.
When is your kid going to be enough for you to get out of prison, raise your kid? Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Come on. You don't love your kid 100% then. You love him enough, but I don't feel like you love him the way you should, because you'd stop all that nonsense, get out of prison, and take care of your kid. Sorry to say that, but it's the truth.
Willie G said Paul Ceballos. Who's Willie G, bro? Willie G. I remember I was a youngster going to Circles music store with a list of cassettes to buy and send to the homies. Remember Circles?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't.
No? Circles? Yeah. They had Circles. We had a Warehouse. Remember the Warehouse?
I remember the Warehouse, yeah. That's where I used to go.
What's the one on the north side they still have now?
The Zia Records.
Zia Records. Remember Sam? What was it, Sam Goody?
I think so.
Sam Goody. You were able to catch Art LeBeau in the Pinta? Yeah. Yep. All the Pintas. All the state, they had it. And then in the feds.
Art LeBeau is for the Pintas, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my God.
Everybody, all the dedications.
I can't listen to those sometimes. We were listening to that the other day. I had to change it. It was just a little.
Yeah, we all listened to it in there. County jail, it was huge because that's where mostly the rucas are still doing the dedications and shit.
That's how they sound.
By the time you get to the joint, they kind of slow down on the dedications. They start forgetting you. They forget how much they love you and care about you and here for you and papi and.
Yeah, well, papi, I'm over there at the bus stop where the bus left me working 2 jobs. Sorry, I couldn't throw in that shout out.
I wasn't talking about you.
My bad.
I don't know why you got all defensive.
Because you looked at me crazy on the side of your eye.
You didn't have to get all defensive.
And that's why you won't even look at me.
It wasn't about you. Calm down.
Because you looked at me all crazy when you said that.
You never called me? Well, listen, it wasn't about you. You got all defensive. I'm sorry.
No, stop doing those eyes.
That's right. I forgot about Sam Goody, said Sergio Velasquez. Yeah. Who was that carnal you said put their kids through college, or maybe I misheard? Oh, Boxer Enriquez said he did. Yeah, Boxer Enriquez said he was able to do that. If you took your lady to the Art LeBeau Valentine's show, she was the one. So,
Not true, because I went when I was 16, 17.
with some white boy.
Yeah, we were in the second row.
Well, that'll tell you why, though.
And that was not the one. So, not happening.
Oh, Willie G, the Midnighters. Yes, he won. I just seen Midnighters on there. That's why I didn't. When you said that, I thought you were talking about that, and then I looked at it and it said Midnighters. I didn't know it was Willie G.
Oh my god.
Luis gave me a $100 tip when I and Chino, the stereo shop owner, installed a system. Did you ever see all black Ford Expedition with 20-inch rims in 97 or 98? No, I didn't, bro. Remember, I was locked up. I was locked up from 95 to 2001, that first round. What happened?
Nothing.
What were you laughing? What?
Nothing.
You're about to say something. About the white boy?
No. I had a text message from a... Dang, I can't read. I can't...
From who?
Oh my god. Oh, shit.
Make me slap the shit out of you. Luis, Art LeBeau be like, much love from Green Eyes for Big Silent, always and forever, I love you. And then he throws the kisses.
Oh my god. And you know what? That's like the worst oldie song. I do not like that song.
Saul Bueno said he was white. It didn't count. That's what I'm saying. Not an Art LeBeau show.
Well, he didn't know what was going on.
Exactly.
But he knew those songs. Some of them.
Yeah, who? Inquiring minds want to know, said Sergio Velasquez. Who texted you?
Oh my god, Medici's up in here. Dang.
I'll check later. I'll let you guys know. It's probably her mom or her sister.
Shut up.
Trying to play hard.
Look at my... Shut up. That's my new phone.
My son. Oh, she got this new... What do they call them? The flip. Z3 flip. I'm trying to show it. It's purple.
That's my niece on the...
Yeah, she got her niece right here.
I have us on the thing.
Oh, I want to show them that. So they can see how it looked the same still.
I don't think it was a good picture of us. I'm just going to tell you, I looked kind of bad that day.
I'm trying to see. There we go.
You do not. That was like 2 years after.
I look the same.
No, you don't.
There it is. Oh, no, shit. What happened? There. Bam. See? Look the same.
No, you don't. I think I have that picture on my IG as well.
Sergio put LOL. Pastor David Rocha Cerdino has been a big part of helping me get house arrest church in Phoenix. I try to employ as many felons as I can to help them get on their feet. That's feedment, bro. That's feedment. Yeah, I mean, sometimes we need that leg up, bro. No bullshit. I mean, I don't understand the system that thinks that they can lock someone up, basically warehouse them, and then release them with the exact same mentality and maybe different mentality, probably worse mentality actually, because you learn a lot in the joint and it's not good shit you're learning, and with no skills, no life skills, no employment skills, no nothing, and somehow you think you've now rehabilitated them and they're supposed to get out and do something with their life. I mean, it just sucks, man, that's the way that the system is. But it's fortunate that people do, like, you know, put things together like that to help, because that little help, when Chopper got out, he did 35 years. He got out, went to the halfway house, and that shit, man, gave him that leg up, man, like nothing I've ever seen. Like, it helped. I didn't go to a halfway house, but if I was to get out alone without any kind of support on the street or anything, I would want to go to a halfway house, because fuck, man, that was a big that was a big help for him.
You got to get out to better disciplinary.
Get the fuck out of here.
Because me and my son were like, look, this is your last chance, man. If you mess up, we're out. You know what I mean?
I need a fucking curtain right
You know what I mean? We were like, look at...
Did you know?
Homie, Holmes, whatever you want to call yourself. Look, I'm just kidding. No, if you you mess up, we're out. And so you're like, yeah, I gotta walk a straight line now.
First of all, then the conversation never happened.
It happened when you got out. You don't remember. I think you were a little drunk.
Manuel Ramirez, did you know another childhood friend of mine that also ran with Chunky? He's Native American but went by Chino from Garfield. When he first went in, he classified as Mexican American, but he's full Native. Chino from Garfield. No, brother. I don't know Chino from Garfield. I don't think so. Did you and homeboys got busted? The feds hit everyone at the same time. Cricket counter scheme. No. So me, Tyson, and Chino got busted first. We were in that hotel room. Maruca was there that first night. And then they arrested everybody else. They arrested. When did they arrest you guys? You and Little Chipas and Gene and everybody.
Well, that girl Angel that set us up, she called me, and I was in Casa Grande with Melissa. And she said, hey, I have some money for you, to kind of help you get started with the baby. She's like, you can buy a crib or buy clothes, whatever. And I told Melissa, you want to drive down to Phoenix to get this? And Melissa's like, yeah, I'll take you. I'm like, all right, cool. So we drove down. I met her at a hotel, and I'm walking in the hotel room, and I'm like, hey. She's like, hey. She goes, I'll be right back. I'm like, okay. So I sat in the bed, and then that's when Keith Kelly and Mike Maya and them came in, and they're like, you're under arrest, and this and that. I'm like, what? That was that.
That day is when they arrested everybody else too. Mean Gene, Little Chipas, and all them. I think we had already been, me, Chino, and Tyson had been locked up like 2-3 weeks already.
I think it was like 2 weeks after you guys got locked up. I mean, I remember Keith Kelly in the hotel room. We had ordered pizza, and he snatched a piece of the cardboard off and put his name on it. And he's like, you need to call me, you want to talk. And I was like, I'm good. You know what I mean? And that's why when he arrested me, he was talking so much shit to me because I didn't call him. I wasn't trying to, you know what I mean? I wasn't talking to them.
Yeah.
So when he arrested me, that's when he was talking shit to me in the room, saying, you're never going to see him again. It'll be behind a glass window. You're not going to see your kid, and your kid's you're going to go to prison. Your kid's going to be raised out there by someone else. And I mean, he was talking crazy to me. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Saul Bueno said it's like the blank and white state fair picture only Mexicans understand. Oh, the black and white state fair picture.
Oh, I had some of those with my best friends. Yeah.
Sergio Velasquez put, damn, she fancy. She got the good phone. They're talking about the phone.
Oh.
That's the BTS phone. I see you, Cricket's wife.
Oh, do you like BTS? That's the
What is
it? Smooth like butter.
What happened to Porky Cricket? He got 16 years. I remember he got 15 years, and it seemed like a lifetime when he was 13. Oh, when you were 13. Yeah, Porky, you talking about he got Felipe. He got 16 years in the feds. He's out, bro. He's out there somewhere right now. Ron Garcia, check it out. Raza Art LeBeau was Armenian. Yeah, I know. He wasn't Raza. Fact of the day, he's an awesome person. He was also one of the first DJs to play rock and roll doo-wop music in Cali. Remember, he's even on in that movie Colors. He's doing a dedication and he plays that song Such a Night when Pac-Man's dicking down that hole. What's good, man? New to your channel, CR from San Diego. Johnny from San Diego. What's up, brother? How you doing? Thank you, bro. I appreciate you coming in and rapping to us a little bit. How long were you guys together before you did the last stretch in the feds? We were together for 4 months on the streets. Well, okay, I met her. I was in the county, bro. So we were together like a month while I was in. I got out. We were together for 4 months while on the streets, and then I got locked back up for a gun charge. I got pulled over. I ended up taking that to trial and beating it. I was in for like 6 months on that. 7 months. 7 months. That's when we found out she was pregnant. So I was in there. So when I beat it, I got found not guilty at trial. I got out again for those 11 days. That's when I was out there with her again. She was, 7, 8 months pregnant.
I was 9.
You were 9 once they arrested you, but not when I was out there.
I was 8 then.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 7, 8 months pregnant, whatever.
8, 9.
Fuck!
Okay, I'll shut up.
I beat the case in April. I got out in May. You didn't have my son till July. 7 months.
All right, I was wrong. Fuck.
And then I got locked back up. I was out for 11 days. The sting happened. I got popped. And that was it. I never got out again. But we were, so on the streets altogether, we were together for like 4.5 months. And inside, and now I've been out for 6 years. So we've been together this time. Prior to that, how long have we been together now? When was it, 2002?
I'm not going to say because,
She's so full of
Jesus
shit. Get
Christ.
the hell out of here. So we
chop
hooked,
my head off.
was it June of 2002?
Mm-hmm.
So this June will be 20 years we've been together. But on that,
I gotta go, man.
please,
Long,
that's what I'm
please.
saying. Fuck. Anyone want her?
Shut up.
You guys hear her?
Wow.
Shit. Awesome person, you right. Our boat goes a long ways back. Ron Garcia, yeah, bro, and a friend of the Chicano community, that's for sure. It's all bueno, but we can't live without them, my boy. You telling me, I'm telling. I don't know.
I stay with him, you guys, because if I were to leave right now, he's gonna be like these little Walking Dead people out here. He's gonna get addicted. He's gonna go downhill. I don't know.
Well, let's try.
I stay with you to save your life.
Well, let's see. I want to let's put this to the test.
Shut up.
Can we? Cricket, you look the same on that picture. I know.
No, you just stop. They lie to you.
Listen, I didn't tell him to say nothing. He's seen it. Ooh, 20 years and you guys can still laugh together like this. Congrats. Yeah, bro, but remember, 16 of those I was in prison. Nah, we've always been cool. We've always been able to count.
20 years, you don't know how to count?
I know, but I've been out how long? You don't know how to count?
20 minus 6 is what?
14.
14, thank you.
Boy, she talks shit.
Dang.
I'm going to slap the motherfucking shit out of you. Fuck.
And this July will be what? 7 years?
What, that I've been out?
Yeah.
I got out 15. Yeah, 7 years. Just July will be 7 years I've been out. July 1st, I got out of 2015.
Man.
Living that life. Definitely. Laugh my ass off, says Sergio. If Cricket's wife wasn't in his life, he definitely would be a different person today. Listen, let's be honest. The truth is, I would have another wife.
And my son wouldn't go to your house because that wife would mistreat my kid.
I didn't even.
And then my kid would become these little
all right,
crazy kids.
Now let's really be honest.
So let's be honest.
If I would have never met her from the beginning, I'd be on death row probably, because then all that other shit wouldn't have happened. Them trying to whack her and all that shit. So that's that. But if she wasn't in my life, as in like after we already met and had our son, I don't know how it would be. Well, I think we'd be cool. Honestly, I really think we'd be cool because we were cool while I was in. Even though technically we were kind of together, you know how it is. You're on and off while you're inside. It just is what it is. We were always good. We were always cool. We talked all the time. We never really talked about not being together.
No, we always knew we were together and that
we
were going to be together. We always had plans when you got out.
Yeah.
Even though it was like, oh God, you're getting out in 10 years, but we always knew that was a plan. But if me and you weren't together right now, I would be just probably living by myself with my kid.
Yeah, you'd be devastated. Sure.
I wouldn't be devastated, but I wouldn't bring anybody around my kid, or until my kid is like 25 or something. Then I would say, hey, you know what I mean? I'm gonna go date. Can I bring this guy around or whatever? You're not living with me anymore. But I would never have another kid or get married or bring anybody around my kid or anything like that. It just wouldn't happen.
Ray Diaz said, Cricket, you look the same. I know. I'm going to keep the tension going. If you can change something from each other, what would it be? Anything, an annoying habit. What would you change about me? Anything.
The slowness.
Fuck, slow.
You're slow, babe.
No, here.
Even when he's talking, I have to tell him, okay, get to the point. Get to the point. Catch up. Get to the point.
But tell them what you mean by slow, because right now they think I'm fucking retarded. The fuck?
No, I mean like slow. Like he takes his time for everything. If you want him there at 5 o'clock, please tell him you really want him there at 3. Then he'll get there at 5 o'clock.
No, I'm usually on time.
Look, I know that you did all those years in prison and you're used to having all the time in the world because time in there, stands still. But out here in the real world, you got to move. And that's where you're lacking.
Here's the thing. She gets upset. Listen, when I go to the bathroom, I'm in there for like an hour or two, bro. I'm watching my fucking videos. I'm on the phone. I'm going to take a shit, brush my teeth, take a shower. Whatever I got to do, I'm doing it. I'm taking my time. When I get dressed, I got to do it. All that. I just take my time in doing what I got to do. And if you really...
Because you think that you're on prison time.
It's not about prison time. It's about
world time.
No, it's my motherfucking time. I'm going to do it my motherfucking way. And if you want to meet me somewhere, wait for me. I'll be there. Calm the fuck down. Unless I call you and tell you I'm not coming, I'll be there. And if I'm late, I'm going to call you and say, hey, I'm going to be a little bit late. My bad. I'm doing this or that. But nevertheless, I'm still going to do it my motherfucking way because it's my life. I'm going to live it the way I want. If I want to be in that bathroom.
It's not just your life.
It is my life.
Your life belongs to me and your kid.
Get the hell out of here.
We already told you if you don't act right.
Anyway, so that's what she would change about me. What I would change about her.
Oh, fuck.
Let me think. Fuck. We only get one?
You really?
I don't know, man. I think what I would change about you is... What would I change? I don't know, babe. And I'm not trying to kiss your ass. I can't think of something right now. I'm sure there's something. I just got to think about it. Let me think, because that's a tough one. There's a few things, and I got to figure out which one is more important.
Shut up. Say them all, then. Say them all.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking. Truth is, you'd be a dead vato.
Don't think too freaking hard.
How many kids do you have, bro? We only have one together. I have one daughter that I had prior, but I've never
met her.
I lost her. I lost her because of my lifestyle. I went to the joint. I was 17 when I went to prison. She was born after I went, and I never had any kind of relationship with her. So bueno, haha. Ray Diaz, we should start calling cricket Twilight. He doesn't age like the vampires.
Do not. Stop. I love that movie.
That's what I'm talking about.
Who is that?
Which one am I? Jacob, or what's the other fool's name?
Edward.
Edward or Jacob? Which one am I?
Okay, stop. Look at this. It's growing.
What?
Your
My head? Serio, the homie cricket slows. Johnny put Spencer, he put. Oh, fuck. See, that's why I had to make sure she told you what she meant by slow, because I know you guys were going to think, damn, this fool's slow? Like yeah, I'm not dumb. Like, no, people don't say that. Awesome person, you're right. We should call Mr. Dracula. Ben Cuevas, oh God, now we're going to sing the song from Grease from Danny and Sandy. We're always going to be together at the end of the movie. Sergio Velasquez, being single with kids as a man is a lonely existence. Women aren't as willing to take on a man with kids the way a man is willing. I'm not willing, but yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I know. And it's hard, bro, because I'll tell you what, here's my thing. And Marroca says it too. And I told her, if she would have had a kid before I met her, I wouldn't have been with her. And it's only because I think it's hard for a dude to accept someone else's kids. You play the role, but you really don't. And we all play the role, you know what I'm saying? You'll get with a bitch and you'll pretend like you care or whatever because you want the bitch to accept you. But I think it's not fair to the kids, you know what I mean? And
not everybody's meant to be step parents. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I thought, yeah.
Not. And you got to be honest with that. Like, no,
and I'm one of those.
Yeah, and that's good though that you're honest.
Only because I don't think I could. It's not about. I don't think I could love another kid the way I love my own, and that kid would know that and feel that, and I would hate for that to be that way. You know what I'm saying? It'd be gotcha for that kid, and I just wouldn't want to do that. Like in Goodfellas, cricket might. move slow, but it was because cricket didn't have to move for anyone.
Oh my God.
See, there we go. That's a good excuse. It's a trap. Great answer. Tyson, I'm telling you, but she was quick to answer that motherfucker. Awesome person.
But that's the only thing, though. Other than that, I think you're perfect.
Other than that,
Other than
that's a
you
big
just being
thing.
slow, I just think you're. Other than that, I think you're handsome. You're smart. I think you're perfect.
Young.
A great dad.
Young looking. Young looking.
Right.
Awesome person said we should call cricket Mr. Dracula because he never ages. Great deal. No, that's a new one. Right?
Oh, they're jumping on that train too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Saul Bueno. Who's better at giving presents or doing something for her birthday? She is. Or anniversary. She is. I'm not good at that.
You are, though, too, sometimes. You always surprise me with stuff.
Oh, yeah, but I don't. I mean, you're better for like birthdays and like putting up decorations and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I know with the dates, I'll buy you something, but I don't. I mean, I'm not like all that like stuff. Fabi Molaki. One fee with the il.
What?
I don't know. That shit always comes in. People, you'll get this and some weirdo stuff. I'm just fucking with them. All right, homies. We're going to shut this bitch down for the night. It's gotten late. We've been here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. So let's get this. We're going to shut it down, get out of here. I appreciate you guys. Ya saben, again, listening and being a part of this. Thank you guys. We're going to get home and get to doing what we do. But we'll be back tomorrow. Talk to you guys. I guess that's it, baby. You got anything you want to tell them before we go?
No, just good night. Be safe. Go hug your babies. Tell them you love them.
That's it. So we're going to shut it down. I never been slapped in my life. Oh, good night, familia, said. Awesome person. Night, all be safe, said Chele. Good night, everyone, said Sergio. I never been slapped in my life before. I never told anyone about that. My reaction wasn't hitting to hit her back. I was pissed because she slapped me. I felt like a bitch, but I didn't know what to do with her.
Yeah. I've never been slapped before in my life.
Me neither.
And you know what? The first time I ever had a black eye, I gave it to myself. My phone flipped up in the air, and I went to go try to catch it because I tripped, and my phone went up. And I went to go try to catch it, and it hit my eye, and it gave me a black eye. That's the first time I ever had a black eye. Ty
602 said, night, everyone. Good night to you and the lady. Be safe and much respects. And Saul Bueno. Yes, I was, brother. Take care. Everyone said, Ron Garcia. Thank you, brothers. Appreciate you guys again. Like I said, man, we'll be on tomorrow. I'm gonna get this as soon as I can, man. I'll get this nonprofit stuff figured out and finished filing. Anybody, if you could read at the bottom, anybody that can, please do. And other than that, I dropped my phone on my face last night, said Sergio Velasquez.
It hurts, right? That stuff hurts.
Night, everyone.
Show them how you drink my drink.
Good night to you and the lady. Be safe and much respect. Take care, everyone. Show them what? How I drink your drink?
Yeah, he drank my drink.
You want me to finish it now?
That's why I finished your ice cream the other day.
You told me to show them how I drink your drink.
No, you drank it all. Look.
That was ours.
No, it was mine.
How was it yours?
I said, can we stop and get me a drink before you do the live?
I ordered it.
I paid for it.
My car paid for it. Salud. Oh, yeah, your dad's car paid for it. Orale. Yes, Ivan. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you, guys. 1996 was the last year we got Christmas packages. Best. I know. I remember. Hard Life, Tony. That was 1996. Last one, man. And they put out the Christmas packages.
They don't do them no more?
They stopped it in 96. That was the last one I got, too. I think we got the hot pots. We were able to get this last 75 pounds, and that was it. They handed out memos saying no more. Fucking bastards.
What do they do now?
I think, after that, they would have like a Christmas. They always had it, though. You had an extra Christmas list, like with extra items that you can order and shit. But I think now they said they have like, you can order packages from like a place. It's just your family can't send them to you, but it's like you can do food orders or something. I don't know exactly, but I know I never got to see none of that. Yeah, it was trash. It was nice when we used to get them, but that was the last year I remember that. My mom sent me one. They sent me that, or she came to visit, I think, and brought it. And they stopped that shit. Órale, homies. Gracias. Have a good night. Hasta mañana. You done, baby?
I'm done. Good night.
Good night, everybody.